Alrighty, and here we are once more. Yay!
Hi.
um, Hello and welcome to the 30. Oh, Ross is here, Cash is here. Hey,
The timing
Cash!
every
Hey,
single time is
David! Let me get
literally.
you off. Hello. There is a second Cash. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of
Dude,
that.
you're Justin Luck. You're making death saving throws.
Yeah,
Who are you waiting for? Me?
yeah, we're waiting for
Get you,
you.
asshole.
We love you. We were just already planning what to do because you are
Yeah,
right there on the
we're
first front
surrounded.
of the
He does.
scene.
He didn't want to do it. That's why he's
We
staying.
had to
We're
put
gonna,
you down.
This out a
We
we
little
had to
should
put
bit.
you
have
down. We
taken
had to put you down. I'm sorry.
10 more minutes
Death
if we
saving
needed.
throws.
So nope. Cool. Just in time. We just went live. So hello and welcome to the 35th episode of Hearts of War, a modified version of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are the Rollers of Fate, and we are super excited to be here. Let's begin by asking the internet gods to bless our cyber journey. And without waiting any longer, let's introduce ourselves and our characters. Also, those of you who stream, tell me where to find you. Tell us where to find you. Let's start with you, Cash. Why not? Please tell us who you are, who your character is, and where to find you.
Hey guys, I'm Cash. I'm playing the sorcerer minotaur slash paladin, Cedric Longhorn. He's tried praying again, and maybe he shouldn't have because it's not going well. And now he's dragged Port Sadio into this, and now, man, I don't know what's going on with this guy. If you didn't know, I'm Cash. I'm on the Twitch channel _I'm Cash. I'm a variety streamer. I play games, but I do it badly, but I have fun with it, and that's the most important thing, guys. Just have fun. And I'm going to popcorn over to the poor person that's stuck with me now, Desadia.
I thought you were gonna say Oliver when you said poor person, but I guess not. Hi everyone.
That was amazing.
I am
It
Yulia.
doesn't need to be
and,
pointed out. Everyone knows he's homeless, so
Okay.
it's fine.
But he lives in your house.
Hi
No?
everyone, I'm Tesalia. No, I'm Yulia and I'm playing. Okay. Can I
Okay.
go now?
Yes, sure. You are a beautiful cleric of. I totally know
Half
which type.
elf.
Storm.
Yes, Tempest,
Tempest.
follower
Yeah.
of Kiri Jolet. Just
Amazing.
like I guess the Cedric used to be, but I don't know what he's into right now.
I
Some creepy
know.
stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
I will pass it on to my cousin, Lorandir.
Yay. Varandir. Who is on mute? No, anymore.
Hello. I am Martin. I play Lorandir Greenleaf, the Sally's cousin. I'm a high elf, Drake Warden Ranger, and keeper of the eggs. But all the eggs are grown up now, and I just have babies. This Paladorn, my little plasmoid, and there is Theo, a little dragon, and yeah, that's me. And I'll pass it to Lucky.
Hi there, folks. I am.
Wow. Come on, guys. Be nice to each other.
Hi there, folks.
Never.
I'm Lucky, and I'm playing Oliver Silverrunner, and I will be killing Tess today. Um, no, I am the richest, handsomest, dashing young rogue in the party. Those cricket noises were for
Yeah, come on,
Cedric.
be nice, guys. Come on, you need to be sweet to each other. Otherwise, I'm gonna start taking inspirations from people.
Ooh, I like this.
I
I like
like
this a
that.
lot.
Yeah, you like
Anyways,
that.
Sorry,
I will now be giving it to the fishiest guy I know. Zachary.
So are you gonna keep going or what?
Fishiest, poorest, smelliest.
And most handsome.
So
You
is
forgot
that
that.
you? Are you finished? Are you finished? Have you
Jealousy is
finished?
such a horrible thing.
I'm Zacho Finlick, and I am a warlock wizard. I sometimes conjure ducks, and I also go as the native cornbread. I Twitch stream, play all sorts of variety games. Well, I play a variety of games. I also DNGM for Postanity's Rolly Grail tabletop channel. And yeah, Cisco sometimes joins us for some spooky Candela
Yay.
Obscura.
That's
Which will actually
awesome.
next weekend. Ooh, we got
I know,
more
I'm so
to
looking
make
forward
next
to it.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. And on that note, back to our DM, Cisco.
Oh, amazing. Thank you all for introducing yourselves and your character. I am Cisco Blanco. I am gonna be your DM and your chaos coordinator, and I will guide you, my amazing players, through the world of Green. And yeah, you can find me here 3 times a week, and also you can like like Sonated said, I will be playing Candela Obscura once more very soon, so I'm very looking forward to that. Yeah, and now I think with all that said, we could pass it on to Martin for some announcements, if you could please, sir. Take it away.
Right. Well, we are here on Twitch or on our YouTube channel at Rollers of Fate D&D, where you will find all our previous episodes from Candlekeep Mysteries and the Sealed Pages of Bergla, The Eye of Observation, Dining in Barovia, and of course, Hearts of War, our modified version of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. If you want to get in touch with us, please do so at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. We also have an X channel, which is at FaithDND. And please be advised that our games use adult language as well as jokes, mostly bad jokes, but situations or themes that you might find inappropriate, scary, unusual, etc. So viewers' discretion is advised. If there's a bad joke, don't worry, there are not that many. Thanks to Tessa Presents for their awesome maps, to Darren Curtis and Tabletop Audio for their epic music, and to James Webster for their amazing art. And finally, please give us a follow and a like if you haven't done it already. That will help us get our streams out to as many people as possible. And we will, of course, be forever grateful.
Yay! And we are already forever grateful to you as well, Martin. So please, whenever you're ready, roll a d6 for the group inspiration of tonight.
Oh no.
Drums of expectation.
Nice.
1.
Oh,
Ooh, 1.
okay.
Well,
2.
it's 2. Yeah.
Spelling Doom.
Cool. That's alrighty. Okay. And thank you for that.
So obviously we won't need them today. So
What will you need them for? It's silly. Thanks you all for being here playing with me, amazing people. And to everyone who's tuning in from home, make yourself comfy, grab a drink, and now let's find out where the drums of war are beating today. Okay. Previously, in the aftermath of E-Day, the Divine Vanguard joined the city of Kalamar Special Forces to fight against the Dragon Queen armies in exchange for asylum and protection for their people. After a few successful missions, the party traveled to Steel Springs to aid their friend and allies, and the Alliance, and also to exterminate a small group of enemies, yet found themselves defending a retreat amidst flames of destruction. And despite the death of almost all soldiers involved, the Divine Vanguard heroically slayed the undead dragon. Later on, in a cave hideout a few miles away, intense conversations took place. Captain Walter explained how his troops were ambushed and the sudden death of 3 of his soldiers that caused Edwin's disappearance. Also, a reunion with an old friend within the Forbidden Library resulted on the finding of another arcane tome and information. And finally, whilst praying, whispers from beyond the grave won their first battle against the gods. Ooh. That doesn't sound very good, does it?
Wait, what?
All right, and that's what our story begins tonight. As you are, you all find yourselves in an underground cave. The dancing flames of the campfire illuminate the rocky walls. You are chilling and on the process of taking a well-deserved long rest after a tough fight. Yet, unbeknownst to most of you outside, the previous pleasant temperature has suddenly dropped below zero, only around Tess and La Cedric, as ghostly interference of hatred just tarnished your holy symbols and allowed you to see Nuitari, the cursed black moon of evil magic. And we go back to right there. So, Cesalia and La Cedric, you are there looking at each other, just about to pray. The prayer goes like, you hear like that. Then, poof, your holy symbols crack and tarnish. And then the both of you, as you look at each other, you look at the sky and you see this black moon that wasn't there a second ago. And you guys know that allegedly only evil creatures actually see that moon. What would you
Are
like
we
to do?
evil now?
And you are outside the cave, just to clarify, so you can see like there is a forest around you, like burning trees, kind of like a desolation, but you are hidden kind of like from the view still and a few miles away from the enemy.
Are we
Wait,
the baddies?
enemy? What?
A few miles away from the enemy, meaning the dragon army enemies, not your friends. Your friends are inside the cave, you two just are outside. So what do you like to
There
do?
are enemies now, Tess. We need to kill them.
I embrace the darkness. No, I'm joking.
Ah!
Yes! Yes! Do it!
Yeah, I'm not-
Do it!
So is La Cedric aware, or is he possessed, or did his
The
eyes go
both
dark, or
of
what happened?
you kind of seem fully aware of what's happening. You just heard this interference, and then you all heard a crack, literally. And as you look down at your symbols, you saw they are tarnished and slightly cracked. Like the crack doesn't divide it; it's just more like imagine like a metal plate that
Like
is
a
being
deep scratch
slashed.
kind of
Yeah,
thing?
no, imagine a metal
Uh-huh.
plate slashed in half that is still holding.
Oh.
So it's kind of like almost like a paper cut
Like
on
a
it.
deep cut. Yeah.
Like a thin paper
It's
cut.
a paper cut. Of course
Of
it
course
is.
it's a paper
Of
cut.
course it is. Fuck.
Okay. I guess as this happens, seeing the moon and then the symbols cracking, Tess is gonna instinctively try to pull her hands away from La Cedric.
Okay.
Like, not
You
maybe
see a
thinking-
lightning on the sky as a storm suddenly erupts and rain starts pouring, almost like so weirdly because there was no clouds, but it's one of the wind is picked up really quick, and you notice out of the sudden it starts to rain. So the moon now is gone. But keep going.
She can pull her hand free, right?
Yeah, you
And I
free
guess
your
kind
hand.
of just shocked and speechless, she's gonna fall back like on her butt and just kind of stare at everything in shock.
Okay. Another lightning explodes as the rain keeps falling. You're looking at both at each other, and
Yeah,
Thessalia,
Cedric's just scared and confused, yeah.
yeah, Thessalia, you feel so far away from Kitty Jolly, the same than you, plus Cedric, more than ever.
Okay, just out of character for Cash. Does Cedric have any kind of idea that the book is connected to this, or does he just think that it's something else that's doing this? Like, does he genuinely, or does he really know that the book is to blame for this, or does he think it's just something else?
I will say you haven't really heard ghostly whispers or anything that will actually make a fate roll, and that will determine whether your character is aware of that connection actually, because it could be a connection, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So let fate decide, high or low.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I'll say low.
Okay, come on. You normally get low, right?
5.
Oh,
5.
okay.
Yeah, so it's low.
So you didn't realize until now, and now you're starting to put bits together, and you see the paper cut on the holy symbol, the fact that it's happened already before, the fact that the book is changing things and people are dying around you. It feels like innate, even though you are not sure, you intrinsically know there is something to do with this also.
There's some kind of connection to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you don't have proofs,
I'll-
it's just something like a theory, if that makes sense.
Okay. Sure. I'll walk over to Thessalia and like offer to help her up. If she's still too scared to touch my to take my hand,
Thessalia,
then I'll
actually,
understand.
make an insight check to see if you actually connect the dots and La Cedric to it, because the thing is that you yourself don't have a reason to connect La Cedric to it as such, in theory. With a 23, you just notice La Cedric is suddenly acting a bit unusual, like, but you are not sure why. He seems really scared as well, and I'm very concerned, for your safety than himself. That's normally how you play him, right? If that's cool with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that you have been kind of affected by it, now he seems very concerned about it.
She's gonna get up. She's not gonna take his hand.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
So she's gonna. What just happened?
It's my fault. It's my fault. I did this to not me but you as well. It's my fault. And I found this stupid fucking book in the stupid fucking library because I was trying to help us win the fucking fight against these dragon people. I throw the book out on the fucking floor just in anger. It's that stupid fucking book. Ever since I found that book, everything bad has been happening. I tried to get it to help us, and now it's because of this. You're hurt as well now.
As the book falls on the floor, open, all the water kind of like falling on it from the rain, you actually see it's completely waterproof, like if it was in our world made of Gore-Tex or some shit like that. It's just the drops and not actually, it's just like moving off the book unnaturally.
It's like it's laminated.
Yeah, it's not getting wet. It's just like staying the drops and they're falling, It's not actually acting like normal paper should do.
The library, you mean the one we went
The one we nearly died in.
took a book from there?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me what happened? Everything that's been happening?
I mean, it started off good. It gave me power. Like, I could do really cool stuff with it, like really powerful stuff. But then, like, now, it's busted up our holy symbols and stuff. And now I can't even pray to King Joyf anymore. And I feel like I'm just getting further away from him. And every time I try to get rid of this fucking book, it just comes back.
Okay, well, thank you for being honest. And I mean, I can try and get rid of it.
Don't touch it. It's bad. It is bad. It's bad. I'll go over and pick up the thing.
Cracks, thunder.
Brush the dirt off it. I just need to try and figure out a way to get rid of the fucking thing, but I don't know how. Maybe Zach will know. This could be magic. Someone is pretty smart too.
Can he not just put it back inside the library? Just take it back?
That's an even more better plan and really more convenient to do. Yeah, let's do that.
What's this book even about? Is it the shadow The Dragon Queen?
No, it's like a kid book. It's the kid book you saw me get autographed by the weird, the historian guy.
The one that disappeared.
Yeah, that guy. Oh. Can I look through? Is his picture now on a page in the book?
Yeah, as you look at the book,
There he is.
Thessalia, without touching it, like I'll imagine La Cedric might just show you a few pages. It's just literally like a kid's book, you know? It's like paper cut-out dolls with history on them, like a little themes, you know? So you have like the cowboy, kind of like a country doll. You have like the princess doll, you know? Like each of them have their own cutout and little bits to put on them, you know? And it's all like just so... However, you do notice something. Make a history check if you want, Thessalia, as you look at the book. La Cedric, it's just weird. When you look at the book, your mind just goes and you just get lost on it. It's just you don't even realize of things that much. With a 14, you realize the language of the book is written on is an language that you don't understand. With a 14, it's an ancient Istarian. You recognize that.
Wait, where did I...
Say it again.
When we were having.
Sorry, last session before we cut off, wasn't La Cedric talking in ancient Istarian too?
That's right. That's right. That was what he was chanting on.
Okay. I guess Thessalia's trying really hard not to be judgmental or to show any kind of like
But it happens anyway.
I mean, she's
negative,
an elf.
I guess,
That was the thing.
reaction
It's like,
towards it.
yeah.
She's gonna glance down at her holy symbol and just grab it and just try to connect with Kirijolet for a moment. See if
Right.
anything is changing.
As you kind of like hold your holy symbol and try to connect to Kirijoli, make a religion check if you want. Oh, at disadvantage. I forgot.
Okay.
For the time being, you have disadvantage on religion checks. 8. With an 8, you hear a almost the same buzz as before, and you don't feel the connection with Kirijoli on this instance.
Okay. Okay. She's gonna
He's
grab his
there,
hand.
you know?
Work.
But it just feels like there is something in between you and him. It's not that he's left you.
Okay. Okay. She's gonna grab La Cedric's hand, but not his actual wrist, just his coat, not wanting to touch him quite directly, and gonna pull him after her. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Zachriel. We're gonna get rid of this book now. Let's go.
I walk with her.
All right. As you just before you walk into the cage, one last thunder, boom, boom, resonates the whole cave. As all of you from inside are there, you are also. There is a few soldiers that were accompanying Captain Walter. Captain Walter is passed out and asleep on the corner, high on drugs as well, kind of like somewhere in between passed out and high and sleep. And then you also have your friend Alas as well there. And you all see whatever each of you are doing. Some of you may notice the two entering, some of you may not, depending what you have been doing in the meantime. But I'll give you the room. Everyone seems to be asleep, most of the important NPCs, and the fire is still burning in there inside this cave. It's very warm and comfortable.
Where's Zachriel? Tess is gonna look for him.
Yeah, you see Zachriel. What will be Zachriel be doing, and will you be with someone as well, if anyone wants to?
I will. I mean, I would have not long been back from my recent excursion. I'm going to be looking through some of the literature I had picked up. as I'm trying to do. I picked up, had a quick skim initially, but now I'm just kind of sitting down with the book and just going through it. And as soon as they enter, I'm just gonna snap the book closed and just kind of pop it to the side.
Do you want to?
Are you?
Do you want to purposely hide the book name and things like that from Thessalia? You know she's very perceptive. Or do you
Yes.
then it's
Yes.
okay,
I'm
you just
going
do
to
it.
just put it to the sides.
Yeah, you just
No,
do it in
I'm
a
going to
way.
be try and
Cool.
subtly hide it just to the side, just because they're just coming in and reading, and I'm like, oh, hi.
Yeah. Make a funny performance checks. Why not? And it's just to see how naturally you are at that. You know, I mean, even if you fail, it's not gonna have a consequence of
I took
major.
drama class at the major high school. No, just kidding. I'm performance.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a +3 in performance. What the fuck? Oh, 21.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just so
Nice.
natural,
Oh!
you know, like you see him, like he does this kind
Hi,
of flourish,
guys.
and somehow the book title just gets hidden under his robe and he places there exactly in the right way to hide the title, and everything seems
Just
super
spent the
normal.
night reading before bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you see him
Yes.
Zach, I kind of need your help with something really important, please.
Yes. What?
I took one of the books from that library you took us to, and it's fucking messing with my stuff with Kiri Joliffe, and now it's done the same to Thessalia, and I feel like it's getting out of hand now, and I need your help to get rid of it.
You took a book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I see said book?
Don't touch it though.
Look, I've learned from touching things and reading certain languages that I shouldn't have, and then being completely taken over. I think I've learned my lesson. I guess, just lay it out in front of me. I will touch it. Are you able to touch? I assume you're able to touch it since it's affecting you.
Yeah. I'll just hold it up and show it to him.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'll open it up and just like flick through the pages. Like it's just like it keeps telling me about all the different dolls and shit. And then as I'm turning the pages, like you got the cowboy doll, and then you got the princess doll, and then for some
You can
reason,
read
Like
that.
Can
You
you?
can read that.
yeah, it's easy. Look,
You know
Cowboy
ancient
doll.
Astarian?
As you guys look at the book, it seems like a weird language to you, but plus Cedric,
In
you
that
at least
case,
knows
I'm gonna-
the themes of the things. You don't completely understand the language, but when you look at it in your mind, you pretty know what
It
it
kind of
means.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a
I'm
weird
going
thing.
to cast
You haven't really
comprehend
thought about it.
languages
Cool.
and an attempt to try and read it.
Don't read it.
Ooh.
Don't read it.
Oh.
I said you said don't touch it.
Well,
You
don't
said I
read
can read
it
it.
either. Like it's a really bad fucking book. I don't know what you can and can't
Well,
do with it.
what would you? How am I meant to deal with this then?
Take me to the library and I'll put it back.
You know.
You know, Zachriel, that you only can use the chalk once per day,
Yep.
and you've already used
Yes.
Just to remind you that.
Yes, we definitely can. Definitely. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's do it. Should I? Yes.
I'm not even gonna ask. It's
I'm
just
ti-
Cedric
I'm
already
tired.
pretty sure. I'm
So,
pretty sure he
I
knows
mean,
what's
you
different.
sure? You sure if I read it, it's going to be bad? I haven't touched it.
I'm not sure, but I don't want to take that risk because I mean it's already hurt Thessalia. I don't want to hurt you as well.
Okay, fair enough. I won't read it. I will not cast comprehend languages. I'll just kind of start the spell, then just stop the incantation. I'm gonna go. Okay, look. Let's go tomorrow. I'm a bit white. I'm a bit tired. So first thing, if you want to go tomorrow, we can definitely just pop in. And I'm going to say this. I think it should just be me and you.
Okay.
I've had the inclination that the more of us that are there, the more exposed we become. And we know what happened last time we were there. And we need to be in and out very quickly.
Yeah, I'm literally going to put it on the shelf and get out of there.
Do you know which shelf?
No.
Fuck.
It's probably
Make
the
a-
one with an empty book place,
Make
right?
a history check if you want.
Sure.
There was someone with you actually. Was it Lorandi with you or Zachriel actually? I remember.
I think it was Zach.
He was Zach.
Because I remember Zach, like, he got frozen or paralyzed, and then I threw water on him, and then he come back to normal.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
is when we
remember
went as the big group and ended up in the fight. That's when I took Larendir a separate time, just the two of us, and we got fucking. So I already know even with two, it's dangerous.
Okay, so yeah, you.
So I'm really as Zacriel like well above table is like Zacriel's thinking like.
Okay.
I mean, even two's a fucking problem.
Yeah, parrot kind
19 on
of flies
history.
by, squawking
In this weather.
from outside. Yeah, on this weather, escaping from the storm.
Oh, Jesus.
And you
Wow,
actually
blame it.
remember La Cedric exactly what it was. You also, based on rolling on that 19 history check, you also think to yourself that you remember trying to throw the book away, and you somehow, when it happened, you didn't want to throw it anymore. And you think to yourself, will that happen when I go to the library, maybe? And
I'll say this to the two of them when they're with me.
and Zachriel as well, make a history check at disadvantage and use Thessalia 2 to see if you remember seeing La Cedric standing
Okay,
for too long
disadvantage.
next to some shelf, even though he remembers what it is,
Okay.
just in case. Wow.
Okay, with disadvantage, I got
Yeah.
a 16.
Wow, the both of you remember that you actually
Hey!
saw La Cedric standing for too long opposite one of these bookshelves around this labyrinthian place.
Yes, I roughly know whereabouts you were. Maybe not the exact shelf, but I know roughly. So, if you can take it from there, I can get you there. And we take it from there. But again, we have to be in. We have to be out.
The thing is that I'm not sure. I mean, it's a really good idea, but I don't know if it'll work because I try and throw the book, but then it just comes back. So I don't know
Well,
if it's in another place, if the same thing will happen or not.
So it's bound. It's bound to you, is it? Could I make it some sort of check if it relates to what I've read? Because this seems like it's a sort of bounding. I'm gonna see if it's similar to some of the stuff I've just
Sure.
been reading about, which is about
Which
possession and
which
bonding.
angle you wanna go? Different things will give you different things. You can do investigation
so-
to have a quick look on the book. You can do
Yeah.
history
So without
to see.
metagaming,
Yeah, no, I'm.
without
I love that.
metagaming, I think it's the case of I understand it's a bond of some kind. He's bonded to the book.
Okay.
But in what case, I'm not sure. This is to establish what sort of bonding he's
So
got.
you could make.
Spiritual or otherwise.
You could either. We could do in two different ways. You could do an investigation check
Yep.
and check on the book now, or if you believe you might have some information already that you might have found on the book already that sounds like that, make a history check, whichever of the two you prefer.
I think being told not to touch it, I'm going to do a history check.
Okay. No, I mean in your book of curses that you found from the library that you were reading, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be the one if you wanna.
Oh, okay.
So you can investigate
that
that
ca-
book of curses or make a history to see if you recall from that book of curses something you might have
I
read
don't
already.
want them to know I've been in, though. So
I'm-
I'll stick
I'm
with
in
the
no
history.
position
I'm
to
sticking with
judge.
history. I'm sticking with the history.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
perfect.
I don't want to bring the book out.
Okay.
It's terrible. It's a 9.
With a 9, yeah, could be, yeah.
He's making.
Maybe
Cedric's making it
not,
up. This
maybe
is all
not.
bullshit.
You know, I
This stuff
mean,
don't happen.
I mean, you have basic knowledge of magic as well. Well, actually, much more than basic, because you study in the Sorcery Academy thingy. So you could definitely figure that out. You know, just even with a 9, is enough. You know.
I'm just kind of
There is a bond between
guessing
him
at
and
this
the book.
point. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
A connection. Let's call it a
So
connection.
what we need to do is separate that. Do we have anything? I mean, it's obviously sounds like a curse. I mean, you bad things are happening because you touched the book, right? So there's some sort of curse involved. Don't know what kind. It's bonded with you, of course. So maybe some sort of if we can find someone to remove it, unless. I mean, can any of us do that? You can do that. Are you?
You're muted.
I should be able to, but it'll have to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Oliver, you notice there is a congregation of your friends, and they haven't included you. Lorandir, also with
We're
your
talking about
high
your weird behavior
with your high
earlier.
passive perception, you notice that there is a intense conversation happening and something is going on. You are unsure what, but the both of you are aware. You could, if you want, join in the conversation. The cave is
I'm
not that
feeding the
big. but
babies. I'm feeding the children. They're getting up to sleep.
See
Like
the little dragons,
yeah.
kind of
Yes.
like talking to.
I was gonna say Oliver's
and the-
Oliver's going through his new coin purse, counting up the platinum, and cleaning out his gun.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. Well, then that kind of goes back to my original point. We should probably sleep on this. But I am going to keep an eye on you. I'm going to stay up and do a watch. I'm going to keep an eye on you. Let's
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
In terms of a watch, there is also some of the soldiers who came with you are also keeping watch. How much of
They're
a
going to
watch
die.
you want to keep? Yeah.
I'm going to do a part of watch because I still want to sleep so I can be useful the next day. So I'll
Okay.
do a watch.
Will anyone
So
else
I'll
like
do
to
the first one.
do that?
I'll do
Yeah.
I mean, I don't sleep, so
You can't watch yourself.
I could make sure I don't get into trouble.
No.
that's never been true.
I promise I'll be good.
Yeah, shut up. Do as you're told.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, I
with
see
the-
who wears the pants in that relationship.
He's definitely the top, yeah.
Jab straight.
Okay.
Next to you, Oliver, you hear kind of like Alas snoring as well, quite loudly. And your father, kind of like semi-high, just kicks him with so hard, like and you see the kind of like this dark elf face gets smashed, but he doesn't even wake up, he's a heavy sleeper, and your father kind of says something and he comes like keeps like half talking to himself, half sleeping. You're not sure what he's doing there,
This is my time. I can kill him now.
At this point, then the rest of you, if everyone is okay, the night starts kind of falling, the storm keeps falling, it's quite relaxing outside, with the rain. Each of you, one by one, start taking your meditations, sleeps, rest, except Sacriel for now, who is staying for watch. There is a soldier there right on the door, more on the outside part, keeping watch, but you are on the inside. You watching La Cedric specifically, right?
Yes, I'm just going to be there. And I'm just going to casually, as they're falling asleep, I will bring the book out again and continue, because I feel like I need to continue reading, because I obviously didn't get
Okay.
to where the answers I wanted. So I'm going to keep looking at my book while I
Right.
watch overhead.
Perfect. So as you're
Yes.
doing that,
Yes.
make an investigation check for now on the book.
Okay.
Actually, just to make sure, is everyone okay with that? With you all resting?
No.
Or if anyone wants to do something else, please raise your hand. Cool. All right.
That's a 10. I definitely need to just sleep at some point, I think.
yeah,
not-
with a 10, you kind of
Hey,
like
but-
keep looking through the book and the things and looking on the things that you just spoke, the connection of him with the book. And you go back to the same kind of paragraphs of different levels of curses. That's something that it keeps coming around. Based on
Level of
this connection, an object that has a connection with someone is an object that is already has a curse that is not a simple curse. It might be a bit more complicated curse, and you already know that based on your history check. Let me just
Yeah,
give you
it
a
sounds
little bit
it
more.
sounds complicated.
1 second.
Not a simple, more complicated.
Where are you? Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, for fuck's sake. Oh, it's not here on the first page. Okay, that's why. Sorry for this, guys. One quick second. Meantime, make a
I guess you're
perception
doing-
check too. While we do that.
Yes, for my watch.
Yes, sir.
Zachariel, the most perceptive guy in the group. Not. Perception.
Yes.
19.
Ooh, okay. With a 19, you actually spot very, very far away someone that kind of like seems to be running towards you. In time, you actually notice it seems to be another Calaman soldier that had been strained somewhere. He's covered in blood, and you don't recognize him. He just looks like a dude, but he has the colors of Calaman, the blues and the silvers, and he seems to be running on the rain, on the storm. Even with your 19, there is no one chasing him, but he seems to be kind of like really spooked out, you know?
You, come over here. You injured?
Oh, yes. Oh, here you are, finally. I was told there might be some people on the hideout. I'm so glad I found you. Yes, a little bit. And you see he's kind of like bleeding a little bit from the leg, kind of like thigh. He's got like a cut in there.
I will pop a healing light his way.
Ooh.
And I mean, he will get a d6 of health just to help
nice.
him ease the pain. So he gets 5. So he heals a little
Oh,
bit,
nice.
so he can help
Thank
me
you. Yeah,
explain.
you see, as you touch his wound, you see kind of like close. And he's like, oh my God, yes. Thank you. This is amazing.
Where have you come from?
Oh, I was on the fight, like this whole mission. I was in a different battalion than you, but I was with the others, with Captain Walter. Is he here? And he kind of like points to Captain Walter, who is sleeping, and Alas as well. Oh,
Tell me a bit more about that. What happened?
Well, we came here to suppress this force, and eventually
Yes.
we got overwhelmed. They seemed like they knew we were coming, but I'm only a foot soldier. I don't really get involved but this information, was gathered from the castle. It was accurate. I don't really know what happens. I guess the enemy has watch on the air. Who knows? Somehow they knew.
Let me ask you something really quickly then. I understand this, but tell me, what happened to, first of all, Captain Walter? What did he do when the situation arose? And then secondly, a follow-up question is, do you see which way Edwin went?
Oh,
Or what
okay.
happened to him?
I don't actually
Did you see that?
know. I didn't actually see him. I did saw a few people falling on the distance. I think that were Captain Walter and some others of them. But then I got hit as well. I did see a few people falling, and I think Commander Edwin was there too. But I think I saw him falling too. Actually, he will say.
I'm gonna quickly inside check this man just in case.
Sure, please make an insight.
As I've asked him these questions, I'm just reading him as he delivers the answers.
He's a young boy. He's easy to read. So go ahead.
Okay, here we go. It is going to be a terrible 4. Because I'm not
Okay.
insightful.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be telling the truth. He's got horror on his
Yeah,
face, the
okay.
scars of war, he's completely wet and now not wounded anymore. But you don't see any, malevolence there or anything. He seems to be. He knows about
No.
the hideout, so it makes sense. If you really want to make sure, you could wake up Alas. He meditates. He's not fully asleep. He's just snores because the DM forgets that fucking elves meditate. But yeah,
Yes.
let's say he meditates and he snores on his meditation. No.
I mean, I don't know if he was near. I don't know if it's worth bothering. And plus, I trust that he is what he is and saying what he's saying.
You
he's
got
not
the
able to
guy
tell
on the
me
door
what's-
as well, who you noticed when the guy came in, he kind of like greeted him like he knew him. The soldier who's
Okay.
keeping watch outside, kind of.
All right. Look, just come out of the ring, get dry.
Say it again. Sorry.
I say to the undead. I say to him, look, come on in, get yourself dried off.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I always forget which title I should commander as well. You also are commanders, right? And
That's
you know
me.
to yourself, yeah, you are a special force,
Yes.
but you can be commanders. If a
I have
title has
special
to be
forces,
given to you, you all
Zacophin, like-
commanders, yeah. So you actually have quite a bit of authority. You could command this guy, and they will follow you. You know.
I am one of the Divine Vanguard.
I know, sir.
I will ask.
Thank you.
Oh, well.
Everyone knows.
I'm
who
gonna
you are.
go talk. I'm just gonna mention to the other guard, if I may, and just kind of as the kid goes in, I'm gonna settle up to this guy and go. Maybe
Commander, he says to you, with this kind of
double
voice, deep voice.
the watch.
All right, let me wake up Clinton. Kind of goes inside for a second, and this other guy kind of wakes up with him. He's like a darker skin, like more like a in our world, like Middle Eastern, that kind of like a style, long
He's
beard.
big. He's got whiskers.
Yeah.
2 tusks.
Little,
Tusks.
little,
Two little tusks.
Hairy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought of Clinton straight away when I said the name. So, yeah, he seems very
So,
primal. Yeah.
Okay, so, because Zakiel is just being more safe than sorry. We've been fucked over already. I don't want that again. So with that, I will just kind of, feeling the heaviness. I will actually go to retire, and it's like, okay,
Okay.
thank you for doubling watch.
As you
And I'll
kind
go
of
sleep.
like go back to your little space where you have your bedroll and all that, and your book hidden and all the bits.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
your
it
things.
facing Cedric though. I'm just gonna kind of be facing Cedric on the opposite side of the fire.
Before you look at
For some
Cedric,
reason, the Cedric's just staring at you.
yeah, he's sleeping with his eyes open, white. No, I'm joking.
It's too late for a Eldritch Blast.
Based on the things also by rolling back on your 10 it was, or yeah, the investigation,
Yeah.
you get basic things on courses. There is different type of courses. There is persistent courses or and more instant solution courses. So these courses normally have a burden. That is something that happens because the person is cursed. Out of game, an example will be the religion check issues and exhaustion and all these different things. But then the curse normally has a pronouncement. In this case, because it's an object, there is no pronouncement. The connection with the book is probably the curse. And but you don't find a way, you hit a remove curse, being a spell that remove curses. But based on the kind of curse that you think this is, having a burden on it, and it's very likely that this curse is going to have a resolution. So it's something that the curse needs to be, there is more than removing curse. It could be like you guessed, like it could be you have to do the remove curse in a certain place, you have to do in a certain
certain
scenario.
conditions need to be met.
Potential as a specific scenario, but you'll have to read more to figure it out.
Oof. Okay.
So there is likely that a remove curse will suppress the curse temporarily, but it probably won't take it off if it's a persistent curse.
Yeah. It might be worth
Lingering curse,
doing
sorry,
it just to do
more.
that. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Cool. As you look at Cedric, he is having nightmares. He's covered in sweat. He keeps moving from left, right to center non-stop for as long as you have the watch.
Okay. Well, my watch is over as it's been a long day.
Make
so far.
but actually, let's roll on your 19 perception from before. You pick up a word from his mouth that he keeps saying a few times during his sleep. He says, Archfather.
Archfather.
Archfather. It's just almost like chanting at some point.
Yeah, I think as saying that, as I fall asleep hearing that, I'll just kind of say it as I go to sleep. So, Archfather.
Oh no, it's spreading.
No, just as it's to get into my brain.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
cool. Your watch finishes. Do you wake up someone else? Lorandir meant offer himself as he doesn't fully sleep, but up to you.
I mean, if Lauren Dale wants to do it, I'll
You-
just kind of.
It will be 1 hour
Lorandir.
left, so he meditates for 4 hours or 6 actually. I always forget.
I need 4.
4, yeah. So you will miss. You will have to kind of like wake up someone for the last bit, just for the 1 hour. Otherwise, you might.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine. There's a double the watch, so hopefully that can.
Awesome. Yeah. You have the one guard outside, one inside, so it's more to watch Last Cedric. So on your meditation, as
Yes.
you finish at this point feeding your 2 little pets and stuff, they are both snugly around. Paladorn kind of gets into his form, that is kind of like a jelly kind of like creature, and he lays down there, so most of the times he's on you, over you, kind of like a span, like a Terminator 2 kind of thing, the metal guy kind of thing, that it goes over you, but to sleep he kind of goes with this little rest. So you see like a lamp of like a dog-sized lamp of pink jelly there as well as you arrive, Zachriel, as well as little Theo kind of snuggled on the jelly, and then Lorandir meditating.
Lauren Dale, I'm going to bed. Can you take over?
Sure.
Thank you.
I will take watch.
Alrighty. You focusing
I
on
don't know
Last
any of this,
Cedric
so-
too?
Yeah, I guess a little bit, but not a lot. Just make sure he's there.
Make as you're there on your watch, kind of like looking out. You go sometimes to the front, check outside, make a perception check, go back inside, have a look at Last Cedric. He's there, moving around, murmuring. Oh, nice, another good 19. Nothing of interest. Some wolves and different beasts and animals of the night, critters. Flying things that some of them you might not even fully sure based on your perception. Dragon elves flying with riders looking for people and places, but you're fully hidden and out of view, so they kind of pass you, fly by, but they don't seem to be too active about it. There is not like a raid of them, it's like a lonesome one, so it's kind of like they're just keeping an eye. You don't think they are hunting you, or people who survive. They don't care. They're just keeping a watch to make sure everything is on how it's meant to be. 19, as you get close to Last Cedric, he's just like murmuring and saying different words. Make based on your perception check, you hear words in a language you don't understand. You will recognize. Make a history check.
History.
Oh, okay.
16.
16, you recognize the language being all Istarian. A language
Impressive.
forgotten in the past. No one really speaks that language. It's just when Istar kind of vanished, the language vanished with it, in a way.
I mean, I guess the only connection to Easter is the libraries underneath, we think.
Yeah, that could
In
be
the
a good
depths.
could be a good assumption.
Maybe he took something from the library, like a language. I didn't get anything. God damn it.
You hear him saying also Beldinas.
Kill Last Cedric.
You hear this name.
Oh, Belvitas. Delvita, that's
I'll
a
copy it
cookie.
here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Delvita, yeah. It's this word. It sounds like a name. That's why you. And then he says also. You hear him saying also Archfather as well. In terms of Hystarian, you don't actually speak it, so you don't know what he's saying. But it sounds like a chant. It repeats.
Do I know who the
itself.
Archfather is? Is he like a god or a fae or anybody that I would know?
Okay, I like that. Make a history check at disadvantage because he's.
Let me just.
And this will be you
History.
kind of trying to recall the histories of the books that you saw in your uncle's place, Thessalia's father.
A 5.
Yeah, sounds like someone, but Archfather, you don't really sure.
I'll ask tomorrow. I'm sure he'll let me know. I'll make a note. Ask about the Archfather.
When you say his
Okay.
name almost the same than Zachriel, you just feel like a tiny shiver, you know, like it's just like a coincidence, you know. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything, it's not nothing, but it's just kind of thing, yeah. Yeah.
He's calling this.
Yeah, like out of the
Place.
side is like, oh, it's so cold here, no? That kind of thing, yeah. But
I'm sure nothing bad will happen, so yeah, I'll
I've got-
continue.
Everyone put on a face that will affect him with this fucking curse.
We have all get world cursed.
the soldiers kind of like whisper outside when you go to check just before you're gonna go back into your little bit of meditation left. You see them talking. They are talking about an animal they saw in the distance that they don't know what it is. As you look at it, make a
Just be
nature
careful.
check.
There could be dragonels flying, so don't light a fire. High perception. 22.
Okay. With 22, you see this kind of weird looking creature. You actually know these things are called ankoloks. They are like a weird type of undead like beast. They roam the place for quite a while since things became bad. These creatures just came out of nowhere. They normally eat bones and kind of carcasses of other creatures, and they are very territorial, but you don't see the ankoloks coming anywhere near you. You just imagine a boar standing in 2 feet with a very long tongue and half skeletal and with horns spiking out of their backs and very long claws like a sloth, something like that. Yeah. And it
I look at Clinton and I will look at Clinton and say, it's like, there's creatures in the forest, like wild hogs or, but it's like that, but they're undead and, they're kind of.
Oh, wow, thank you, man. Yeah, he
And
kind
they're
of looks at
territorial. Yeah.
you.
Just don't bother it other ways, he will
Okay,
attack
okay.
you.
Oh, you are a forest specialist, right? Oh, I didn't realize that before.
I mean, I wouldn't say specialist. I just know a few things about the forest. I'm a ranger.
Oh, wow. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I wanted to tell you earlier on, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, don't worry. We're all doing our bit for the war. Just be careful. Make sure you have no fire out here, or they will see you from the distance.
Yeah. No, yes, we are. Thank you. Yes, cool. They kind of like keep their watch. One of them goes back inside with you, kind of keeps like a quick eye, and then goes back outside. Good rest.
Okay.
The storm is kind of slowing down a little bit. More like turning into the lightnings and the thunder seem to be have almost passed and there's just rain left. Do you wake up someone else? Or you want to leave it with the soldiers that I keep?
I'll wake up Oliver.
Okay.
Oliver, it's your turn.
Oh.
Okay, wake up. What? Look,
Oh.
you have to
Yeah,
start doing
Walter.
watches. You have done no watches since I joined the group. You
Why
have to
would I
do a
do-
watch.
Why would I do a watch? We're in a cave.
Look at the cave. Look at the people. Make sure that nobody sneaks in here and murders everybody on their sleep. You know, things like that.
You know what?
20 quid said he's going to go back to sleep as soon as you fall asleep.
I
I trust you. I'm trusting you with my life. So get up and
Okay,
look around for an
okay.
hour.
okay. I could do that. You can leave it to me.
And I'm just going to let you know I'm going to be there and I'm going to be trancing and I do not sleep. So I will see you if you don't do it. And I just
You trance with your eyes open? Why can't you just do it then?
I'm just going to my mind. I'm aware of my surroundings.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna sneak over to.
He's got a bullshit detector.
I'm gonna sneak over to Cedric's sleeping bag or area that he's sleeping in.
Are you,
And the,
as you get close to him, make a perception check if you want as well.
Both
The
freak
last-
him out so bad
The
he runs
last
away.
one. It's the
last
last
one,
one that
yeah.
was left.
Oof, 6.
Yeah, with a
Oh,
6,
he doesn't need-
he's murmuring things and kind of like moving and shivering and kind of like turning his sleep. He's having a horrible nightmare. You see it on his face, like he's going, you know, one of those. But you
Yeah.
wake him up.
He
I said,
deserves it.
don't poop on! No!
He deserves it. I'm gonna get a cup of water and I'm gonna put his hand into it.
As you do,
And
what is your passive perception, La Cedric? You need to be higher than a
it's
15.
Not good.
To,
I don't think so. Let's have a look.
otherwise,
Passive perception
yeah.
is 12. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
with
know.
that 12, that means you're a heavy sleeper, let's put it like that, on game. So he touches your hand, make a perception check at disadvantage because 15, no, not high enough.
do I make a sleight of hand check?
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check at advantage because he's asleep.
Oh baby, I don't need it. 29.
Yeah,
8.
okay.
The second one wasn't that one, but I'll
Oh,
keep
wow,
the.
okay.
I obviously keep the 29.
Yeah, no, you put his hand on water, he doesn't wake up. You see he's kind of like shivers for a second, you know, like from the cold sensation, but he's unaware of it. He's sleeping still.
Oh, this is gonna be great. After his hands in the cup of water, the next thing I'll do is I
Spoon.
don't think what. Do I have anything to draw on his face with?
You definitely could have if you wanted.
Sweet. I want to start drawing a monocle on one eye.
Okay. As you start drawing a
Um,
monocle, make another stealth check, and Cedric, at this point, make a straight roll perception check. Because now he's been
Just
a couple
real
of
quick,
times.
a monocle on one eye,
Mhm.
and then if I can, I just want to write on one cheek Zachriel's and the other cheek Zachriel's.
Tush. 5.
Okay.
I'm
Zachriel's.
falling. Seems to be soothing me to
I
a deep
wake up
sleep.
because you take so long.
Yeah.
Zachriel's been here. I don't want to say Zachriel's bitch, but Zachriel's bitch.
Yeah, straight roll. Actually, let's say like a
not
straight
right.
roll, so it'll be an 8 and 16 for you. Yeah, you keep going. At this point, you done the monocle, the
perfect.
cheek. Both of you again. Do it again twice. Just to make it simple. So Cedric,
Again.
another perception check. Oliver, another stealth check. Twice each.
13.
20.
Okay, and then one more. You don't have advantage anymore. 16, Oliver. Straight rolls for everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
20.
natural 20.
Okay, with a natural 20, I'm gonna say that just on the very last. Sorry, go ahead.
What was the third roll for?
Because you every time
monocle of each
you do a monocle and one of each cheeks, so because it's quite a bit of drawing on the cheek, so that's why. So I'll say
Gotcha.
with a natural 20 you actually open your eye, because a natural 20 on a check and an attack is normally a success independently. So you wake up on the very last as you see Oliver kind of like with kind of like a little plume and an inkwell kind of like dipping it next to you, and you don't see because he rolled a 22. You just see him holding. You are unsure what he's doing with it, but he's right next to you with the inkwell and the plume, but there is no paper.
With the like freaky nightmares I've been having of like me murdering shit and just like freaking out, cutting and slicing shit.
You are like
as
children burning, kind of like the whole kind of worst
it's like
nightmares.
fucked up horror dreams. Yeah. Can I just grab Oliver by the throat and slam him down to the floor?
Just
and then realize it's
Can
him.
I try to avoid that?
Yeah, why
And
don't
then,
you
no, but
do?
as I realize it's him, can I just release him and then just walk off?
Okay.
I'll just walk away.
Let's say.
I'd like to see if I could avoid it.
Yeah, let's say for flavor. The thing is that, Cedric, you are actually prompt, and you, Oliver, are too. So just in a way, because you are writing on him. So let's say just to avoid the awkwardness, just both of you make a straight. You do athletics.
You can avoid the awkwardness.
Yeah, athletics,
Really,
and you do acrobatics or athletics, Oliver, to prevent it as he tries to kind of grab you. That's cool with you too.
14.
16.
Okay, so he tries to grab you, and you, poof, Oliver, you kind of like fly backwards and do like a nice flurry, and he just does not get you, and he stands up and get really pissed off and starts.
I'll walk away.
I'll try to put my hands on his shoulder and I'll just say, Cedric.
I'm walking. I'm walking. Because now this is basically 3 members out of 5 that I've tried to hurt now, so I'm walking.
You couldn't have hurt me anyway.
You kind of walk outside. Make a fair roll. You walk outside the cave where the other 2 soldiers are.
Low again. 4.
Yeah. As you kind of walk outside into the outside of the cave, the water starts kind of like smearing your face, and you actually notice you have ink on your kind of dripping out of your face with the wet rain.
I'll just wipe it and then carry on walking.
All right. Yeah. As you are there, you see the 2 soldiers. They kind of greet you. Morning, Commander. One of them says, "All okay?" Sorry?
I'll just nod to them. I'll just nod and keep on walking.
Okay. At this point, as you are there and in this kind of burnt forest, where do you want to go? Do you want to just go anywhere? There is left forest.
Can I just go like
burning?
Yeah, I'll just go like a little bit into the tree line and just sit on the floor, and then I'll just try and pray to Kirijolith.
Okay. As you start praying to Kirijolith, go ahead and make a religion check. Also a disadvantage.
Sure.
Uy.
6.
Yep. With a natural 1, the interference is so kind of like painful. You actually take 1 point of psychic damage with the natural 1.
Sure.
As you kind of feel like from your nose, kind of like you feel like it's the ink at first, but then you touch it and you realize it's like blood coming out of your nose.
Yeah, I'll just
on the horizon, you start seeing like just this twilighty, not twilight, like dawn, you know, they see the colors of the sky
Sunrise, yeah.
slightly changing, you know, it's not fully out, but, you know, it's starting the process. You know?
Sure.
See the clouds in the very back, and the forest burning. It's just like now, with the rain, everything is almost stopped. It's just like blackened trees and burnt ground. Like you see the desolation of the war. In terms of rest, you still have a 1 hour there. So let's say half an hour. So if you want to forego, as long as you don't go crazy running around or anything, like Cedric, all of you can take a long rest. However, as you wake up, like Cedric, and you're there, you feel so fucking tired. It's just like beyond like a supernatural tired, and you kind of like look at the book, and the book cover looks even more shiny and bright, almost like the book is getting newer. Like it feels like it's a newer book now. Go ahead and make a save. Give me 1 second. Let me find it here to see the DC and what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
The DC is gone up again.
Okay.
Balls.
I'm gonna burn a personal inspiration on that.
Sure.
Oh, it's even worse.
Oh no. Okay. This one is.
30.
You can
I'm
only
gonna
do
put favor
one.
by the gods on that.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna put favor by the gods.
But
on that.
remember, this will be your
Really-
favor of the gods.
But you're
roll
obviously not
for the day.
favored by the gods.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, this would be the one
I'm
for the day,
favored
yeah.
by the gods. You can call it from now.
18.
18 is actually a success. You manage not to get exhausted and have -1 to everything, but you are fine. But you do feel like the book is kind of like, yeah, like I mentioned, shinier and newer than ever before.
Oh boy.
Cool. The camera moves back inside as you kind of like do your morning washing up and whatever you guys do one by one.
Sorry, Cisco.
Yeah,
I didn't know when to interrupt, but can I just say something for Thessalia for
of
the
course, of course.
night?
Yeah, of course, please.
So because of what happened with Lycedric and the moon and feeling so disconnected from her god and the holy symbol cracking and all that, she's gonna try to meditate, but she's gonna keep thinking back to that feeling of not feeling her god, and she's gonna spend her night obsessively praying, trying to reconnect with him somehow.
Okay. So let's call this one check. And that will be kind of like long going check. So unfortunately still be a disadvantage, but try. You could use inspiration to give yourself a straight roll as well, but you'll have to.
I think I'm okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, look at that. With a 22, as you kind of like pray one time, the interference get in your head and you keep fighting it and keep thinking of repeating the tenets of Tiri Jolly, what he means, all just keep praying and doing these prayers that you have known since you are a child, and at some point you feel like you are going through a barrier pretty much and kind of like breaking through this interference, and you are somehow there. You feel yourself for a second in that old kind of like ancient temple where you were once, where you found your holy symbol, where you first fully connected with Kirijoli, and you see the statue of him there, this kind of like minotaur creature. What would you like to think of? What are you focusing your prayer on?
She's just gonna focus on. She's gonna ask him to guide her to remain strong throughout everything that's happening, and to I suppose give her the power to help Cedric to come back from wherever he is, to come back to Kiri Jolith, I suppose.
As you kind of like concentrate on that and focus on that, you start having visions. But these visions are not like aggressive like the ones you had when you were together with Cedric. It feels like this time you are not a participant member within the vision. You are more like an outsider looking at it. And you see there a city that you recognize, the most modern place, the buildings, the architecture. There is magic everywhere, floating things, magic illumination everywhere, different effects. The buildings, some of them illuminate, kind of move, like there is even advertising of, you know, things that you wouldn't even think is possible, like neon kind of light magic glowing around. There is like magical fireworks, and it seems to be a celebration in this place. Children are singing on the streets. Everyone is dressed like in a kind of a style of clothing that feels wrong for the time, like almost too futuristic even for you, you know, like you don't really understand some of the garments and the things they have, they are wearing, all these people that are celebrating around. And as they do, you see a huge altar and this some kind of weird temple building, more like a castle like, that is in the middle of the city, that seems to also be like on the distance you see like what it seems to be like a mage towers and stuff like that as well all around the city itself. But on this main building there is like a open balcony, and there is a man with dress like you will imagine the Pope in our world dress, with golden kind of robes, like this weird kind of like huge thingy on, like a archbishop's kind of thing, the clothing on, and he's kind of like chanting and meditating and praying. Not praying, he's just saying words, you know, and the people are cheering him, and the people itself seems to be on a state of prayer, praying on him, not on any god that you recognize. They are praying to him, you know, and you see that the prayer makes him elevate in the air, and he starts floating in the air, flashing this power, you know. From there, you see the other part of the memory. Everything starts to shatter, break into glass, like almost like the memory is a videotape of a screen that shatters as you see from the sky the mountain falling, the whole thing, and boom. Make a perception check. And this is a very important check.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
A personal one. Where's perception? Ush. No. 16.
16 is not enough. For a second, you could have swear that images flickered out of place, maybe, but it wasn't good. Your concentration on the image was not focused enough, and you aren't sure what really happened there. But you get, based on the memory as well, that you see the children. You actually see, with a 16, just enough for that, you see 6 little girls kind of like dancing and kind of like around next to you. Some of them even look at you and smile, and they seem to be singing and dancing, playing one of those children games, you know. Probably the Squid Game, based on how many people they will kill afterwards. Not joking. But yeah. One of them looks at you, yes, for a second, almost in recognition. And he smiles. With this evil, like little creepy grin. But you are protected where you are. and you gather that this is probably who these creatures are. These little girls are probably the ones on the book, and that's why you see this memory. Slowly you
Okay.
pull out of the temple, and you feel your night of meditation and prayer is kind of getting to an end. Is there anything else you'd like to reach out for before the meditation prayer ends?
No.
Okay. All right. In slow motion, you kind of feel like you are meditating and you are unsure at this point what you were doing anymore. Like, you know, you were praying, but you are kind of so deep into your meditation. Cool. You look at your holy symbol as you finish, instinctively. Still tarnish.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
But you start hearing outside the sounds of morning creatures, little bird-like chirps and kind of sounds, and yeah, not chickens because you're in the forest, but yeah, other creatures that start the routine with a chirp and a howl and a bark or whatever they do. And you see your friends also waking up. Oliver, on the beginning of this day, as you wake up, let me just 1 second. Yeah, let's just put this something. 1 second. Damn it. You feel quite tired, you know, and but there is a sense of achievement, you know. It feels like every day that you are not taking Gaffel or any other drugs anymore, you feel stronger, and the shake in your hand seems to be even a little bit less than usual. You still feel weak and unshielded, unsafe, but you feel stronger this morning as the DC has gone down because you actually haven't taken it now for a bit. So go ahead, and as you wake up in this way, go ahead and make a wisdom save to see how much the temptation is today.
18.
Whoa! With an 18, you feel strong. You don't even have that shit. You throw it away last night, most of it anyway. There is always a touch, you know, somewhere hidden, just in case. There is always a little something, but you don't feel like you need it this morning. You actually feel rather empowered, and as you kind of like kind of stretch yourself, you see your father falling on his face as you tied up his laces last night, and he just woke up trying to walk and didn't realize, and looks towards everyone, kind of like everyone is kind of like looking, you know, one of those scenarios that everyone just turns their face, looks somewhere else, you know, and it makes it so awkward that he just kind of like kind of shake his head.
Rough night, I'll say to Captain Walter.
To be honest with you, it was quite fun. He smiles with this kind of evil grin.
Oh,
You know your father. There is nothing new for him. There is not an experience he hasn't lived. And he knows what happens.
Any good dreams last night?
Well, I did have quite a lot of dreams. I dreamed that you bought your way out of this family by stealing from me. How funny, isn't it?
That'd be quite the dream, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You are a silver runner after all.
And don't you forget it.
Yeah, keep the money. You bought yourself out of my family. Once more. I don't care, have more. Anyway, well done yesterday, I do have to say. Even if it hurts me to admit it.
I don't, you know, when I was younger, that would have been great. That's all I ever wanted was just one good job, one compliment, one.
Yeah, you wanted me to turn you into a pussy. Well, you are a real man, a soldier, a hard one. So you should thank me every day for it. Because of me, you are strong now.
Because of you, I almost. You know what? Because of you, maybe I am a little bit better than what I could have been. You know, I kind of see why Edwin left you behind now.
So, Yonji just turns around with his mantle, kind of like impurposely trying to flicker you with his jewels from the mantle. Or whatever is left from it, because it's pretty scorched and quite a lot of them has fallen and is frayed a little bit. Enough.
You know, Edwin probably ran away on purpose from you. You were probably embarrassing him.
Don't be ridiculous. He was so proud of me, as much as I was of him. If he's not here, it's
Really?
because he's dead. I know that now.
Oh,
I don't.
oh, come on.
My bloodline has
Look me in the eyes.
ended
We
with
both
him.
know where he is.
I will not entertain these foolish accusations. Enough. And he kind of goes
Just wait.
towards Alas. What? He turns 1 second.
Nothing. Just. You better watch out now, because I'm not the scared little Ollie I used to be.
I command you all to go back to Kalaman. Ahead of us, he says, looking past you into Alas. Squire, he says to Alas. Captain? I told you before I'm not a squire, but sure, what? He says. Captain. And I think all of you should go ahead of us. We will take a bit longer. I'll come after you. Go back to Castle Kalaman and inform the mayor of what has happened here today. That's an order.
Sorry, just out of game. Is Commander above whatever Walter is?
On this case, no, in theory, yes, but he's the actual leading this operation. So in this case, he's
okay.
your superior on this mission. He's the on charge of it.
Cisco,
Uh-huh.
can I do an insight check on why he won't go back to Castle Caliban with them? Like, why is he sending them ahead separately?
Sure, make an insight check if you want.
Meanwhile, you hear Cedric.
Mm. Natural 1. I have no idea. That's army stuff.
Yeah. you're unsure.
Could I interject?
Yeah, if anyone wants to actually make an insight check, you guys can. This is, and you can interject.
Not an
too.
insight check. I would like to interject.
Sure.
Not in. So, what I would like to say to Captain Walter is, and what exactly will you be doing?
Look at this man here, and look at me. We need you to transfer the orders. We cannot move at the same pace than you. It's funny I have to explain myself to you. How much experience of war do you have, boy? I'm doing this just
I'll be
as a
honest, I
favor.
don't have a lot of war. But jeez. Communication skills much.
Well, I have to explain every decision I make to all of my soldiers. I'll be talking all day and have a voice like the one I have now. Wouldn't I?
Captain Walter, Why do we have to go
Why
back?
are we going back?
Damn it. We are very wounded.
Well, as you can
we
see,
need more time. We need you to go quickly to transfer the information to the governor.
Oh, okay.
Small team,
well,
harder to spot. Fuck's sake. Just kind of like kicks on a rock on the floor.
let's
Captain
be honest.
Walters.
Not
I will
answering
cut. I will.
this question.
No, it's fine. I don't have a question for you. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry to hear about your son Edwin, and I hope he comes back to you safe.
Insight check.
Inside check, sure.
He says to you, thank you, LaRousse.
It's Lycentric. It's Lycentric, but sure.
Larus.
No, Larousse, you were right.
Sure.
Thank you,
Love
Captain
whatever.
Walters. Love whatever. Brilliant.
So let me understand this, Captain Walter. You want us to go ahead while leaving healthy people to go back to Kalaman and leave the injured behind?
No, you go on your own. Only the 5 or 6 of you. Actually, Alas, you can decide what you want to do. I don't care what you do, Squire. With a 15, are you inciting why he wants to do?
He's
inciting
inciting me,
Lycentric.
but
If he's
it's
saying
true.
sorry for the death of the...
No, I'm being
So-
genuine. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you see that he even though he kind of like doesn't, you don't even sure if he knows. With your insight as well, Laurandi, you think that he doesn't know his name. He's not actually doing it to wind him up. He just kind of like tried to remember what it was and he got it wrong. But yeah, he seems.
So, can we not
affected.
send the Raven?
What is the Raven gonna? How is he gonna inform? And how is he gonna react? What if the mayor wants you to do something? Your old brother is there as well. Gale is looking toward you, Thessalia.
So,
So you should report back to him. If you are concerned, I will go with you. I don't give a shit anymore. I've had enough of your insolence. But you will have to carry me on the carriage.
You don't get to tell us what to do.
Of course I do. I'm your
I mean,
superior
technically,
here.
he outranks us. He does technically, yeah.
That it does.
This is
You
not a
outrank us
family
on-
issue, Oliver.
You outrank us on the mission.
That
What if
doesn't
we-
give you respect your superiors. Insolence.
I'm sorry, but you don't respect anyone.
I
why
am
should
your
anyone
superior in
respect
this
you?
mission. This is not a personal mission. Your feelings are letting you interfere with the mission now. All of you have been very unprofessional. I'm very ashamed.
You look a bit tired around the eyes, sir.
Of course I am. I was drugged last
Why is
night.
that? Did you not sleep well at all?
Well,
Why was that?
one of your companions decided to drug me last night. So yes, I don't
Oh,
feel
so
very
you've been
well.
partaking in drugs,
you.
have you?
Are you accusing someone?
Leave now. Go. Make haste. Stop this stupidness.
Go to hell.
I'll see you, mother.
I'll take Captain Waters away
I'm
now.
gonna
I'll,
punch him.
You don't
Tess
know
is
where your
gonna
mother
punch
is
him for
at the
that.
moment, actually, Zacriel. On that moment, when he says that, you wonder where the fuck is mom, you know? Anyway. And whoever wants to try
What would
to
you
punch
know
him,
about that? What would you know about that?
oh no.
I used to live in Bogler like all of us, dear. We all know the gossip. Don't make
Pray
me
tell.
embarrass you more here.
Go ahead, I'd like to see you try.
Well, she didn't love you, did she? Otherwise, she wouldn't have left you.
Okay. I think this is
No,
gonna get.
but you understand. Hold on. See, that's not really embarrassing because what would you know about love?
Oh.
It seems like you've just embarrassed yourself, sir.
I love my son. But he's gone now. My wife was a whore. That's why I dumped her. And the other one
Are you talking about Edwin's mom?
Obviously not, wasn't it?
If Tess was gonna go for that punch, Oliver's going to he's gonna try and beat her to it, and he's gonna go for a punch instead. Captain Walter.
Sure. Make a punch at advantage, as he does not move in purpose. He just
Oh,
stays.
son of a bitch! 16.
Yeah, you hit him. Roll damage. He wants you to hit him. He is proving you that he's strong. You know.
It is only 1 damage because I am very weak.
Yeah, you see, like in a slow motion,
I,
like boom, his face kind of resonates. And let me just do this. Actually, 1 second. He's gonna roll a d20 just to see how strong he can kind of hold that. I'm gonna add his strength to it. That is a +5. Okay. Just like, you know, he just takes it, you know, and there is no reaction on his face. He just looks stare at you and said, "Shall we keep it professional back again now? Or are we gonna keep this stupidness going?"
You know what? We are going to move on, but you need to watch who you're talking to, because like you said, I'm not part of your family anymore. You don't know Zachariel, okay? Yes, he might smell of fish. Yes, he might be poor. But he's got a heart more genuine than you'll ever know. He's hardworking, he's determined, he's smart. He's more than Edwin will ever be. And I don't even know why I ever tried to impress you. But this is the end of the conversation. We are taking the last words, not you. We're walking off. Let's go, guys. Come on.
One day, maybe, when you grow old, you'll
Oh,
have
you
a
bastard.
heart of war like mine. And on
Nice.
that note, we're gonna
Nice.
break. That's what the meaning of a heart of
Yeah.
war actually
Nice.
is. That your hearts are gonna get hardened like his. Cool. So let's do a little break here. Don't go anywhere. So we will see you all
Nice.
soon. Beep. are back. Yo, yo. Welcome back, and thanks for holding on as we continue our story. So, as we left off, following this conversation with, well, this intense discussion with Captain Walter, and as you guys have been commanded to go back home to Castle Galaman and inform the governor of what has been happening here. You, just for the sake of brevity, you can discuss while you're traveling, but you all pack up. Alas bids you goodbye, all the other soldiers who you met, and all that, and you take your horses that you came with and your carriage, I believe, and you head on your way back. It will take you 6 hours to go back. At this point, it's kind of like you had your breakfast and everything, so it's kind of a morning, still relatively early, like let's say 10 o'clock, something like that, in the morning. Also, just one quick question out of game: how many inspirations do you have, last Cedric? Personal ones, please.
Personal 0.
Oh, really? Okay.
I used my last one earlier
So
today.
take one. Same done to
Ooh.
Dakrio.
Nice. Thank you.
So now at least you all have one. Cool. And
Nice.
if you have any conversations to have on your way, please do so as you start traveling through the burned forests.
I have a question. Did Captain Walter say he's going to come with us, or is that just bullshit?
In the end, he just stayed. But
Okay, cool.
you see
Yeah,
that they're
probably-
getting ready,
probably
you
for the
know,
best.
they are also coming, but they are not traveling at the fast pace you are because they can't, literally. And even though your insights were not that good, he seemed, with your passive insight, Lorandir and Thessalia, he seemed genuine in a way, you know, like there is no alter motive. He seems like he's exhausted and the other guys are more wounded, so he wants you guys to hurry the fuck up and get there. Alas will
Well,
Can
you
I-
can trust he has a self-interest in it.
Alas will
You know.
come to you and said, I notice you are a bit concerned of what's going to happen with this man. So if it's okay with you, I'll stay and keep an eye and make sure he doesn't go does another stupid decision before we get back to the castle. Will that be okay with you, or would you prefer me to go with you too?
I think that's wise.
All right.
Could I walk over to Captain Waters before we leave?
Yeah, of course. He looks at you again.
I know this is a great situation for either of us, but I do really feel like we need to try put everything aside for the betterment of what's going on.
I think so.
I'll offer him a healing potion, a regular healing potion.
Oh,
If you ever need it or someone around you needs it, use it.
thank you, son.
I know.
He says to you. Oh,
Would
patronize.
Oliver hear this?
Well, the
Could
implication,
all-
if you want, sure, but the implication of it, make an insight check if you want, last Cedric, actually.
I'm pretty sure because he's like caught in my mum,
Yeah,
so
he's
I'm
kind of
guessing
like
that's where that's
attacking,
coming
he's
from.
attacking you in a
Didn't
way.
even
Even
know
though he's
your
grateful,
name
He's on the
last
jab.
he's genuinely...
No, I get
He's on
it.
the jab.
Listen, I get it. He's
Didn't
trying to
even
get a
know
rise
your
out of me, but he's got more shit going on right now. Saying, yeah, I mean, I know we butted heads earlier, but man, there's a lot more important things going on right now that we all need to figure out. So,
It's
genuinely,
refreshing.
good luck out there.
It's very refreshing to see some professionalism. All right. Godspeed.
I'll nod to him and walk away.
He looks at you. He looks
Could
towards
I-
you, Oliver, in purpose, kind of like for a second.
I'm gonna walk after Cedric, put my arm around his shoulder, and try to whisper to him. What the fuck was that?
Was what?
No, don't, no, stop beating around this bush. What the fuck was that?
Listen, right now we need as many people on our side as we can, and if we're infighting, it doesn't
No,
work.
no, that's... You wanted to kill him
That's
2
right.
weeks ago. Everything I did last night, I I did it for our friends and our group. I turned my back on them because, and you're just gonna give.
Could I grab you by both shoulders? There's bigger shit going on, Oliver, than personal issues. There's bigger stuff going on. Our feelings don't mean shit right now, bud.
So you're gonna tell me that?
I'm not gonna say, listen, it bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Is it gonna get to me? No. Not right now. Not right now. That's the bottom of my list. Really, it's the bottom of my list.
You know, I wish I could say the same. I really do. But some things just aren't okay. And that's one of them.
Listen, Oliver.
Listen, I'm just disappointed.
Fine. Go back to the group.
Being friends with him is a mistake. You're gonna find out. And I'll walk also back to the group.
While you all get ready and kind of pack your things and start going on your way with your horses, who would like to lead the return way? It could be two people. That will be the ones kind of riding the carriage. Two in the front. It's the same carriage, so it's semi-open. It's got a little curtain and a window, so you can hear and see who is inside the carriage. There is two horses on the carriage, and then there's room for all of you.
I'll be up front.
Okay.
I'll be up front.
Anyone else with him as well? Lorandir. Amazing.
With that traitor.
And
Yeah, so we can talk about your dreams.
Uh-oh. Okay, sure.
Yeah. As you start talking as well, or whatever you need to discuss, please, one of you can make a survival check at advantage, or each of you can make separate ones, and this will be for you to find in the way back as fast as possible. You are gonna be traveling at fast pace, but I will not give you disadvantage on anything. So just
We can do separate ones.
I have advantage anyway, so I guess we do separate ones. I get advantage anyway.
oh yeah, because the labyrinth recall thingy, right?
Yeah,
Labyrinthian recall is called or something like that. Very cool.
exactly that. Yeah.
Awesome.
You said survival or just survival?
Just for them to, yeah, survival, because they are riding
okay.
the carriage.
21 for the Cedric.
21, amazing. And what did you get, Lorandir?
13.
Wow, okay.
13.
30?
13, yeah. Combined.
Oh, 13.
13, yeah. The DC is quite low because you've come this way already once, you know. So the two of you together, even though you are conversing and you manage to follow the steps, follow the tracks on the road, kind of you remember some memorable places and sites, so you know that you are going up the right way and you are kind of like going as fast as you can, fast-paced. If you want to talk, you have a few hours. Any of you.
So, you stuck on your sleep.
You were listening, watching me while I was sleeping?
I mean, I was watched, so you just happened to be there.
Oh, okay. What was I saying?
You were speaking like ancient Istarian. I
don't
didn't
even know
know
what
you
that is.
knew that language. You know the language of Ishtar, the city that got swallowed by the sea and destroyed because
When
they
you
were like, you know, against the gods. And
As you're describing it, I'm getting flashbacks of the vision I had, and
Yeah.
I'm not even saying anything. I'm just like, So you see, I'm getting like nervous and shifty while you're talking about it.
So you don't know? Do you know like a name, Bel Dilas? Do you know who the
Don't say it.
What? Oh, you know him. Who is he?
I don't know.
So why What do you mean don't say?
He's a bad man. Very bad man.
How do you don't even know who he is? How do you know
Yeah,
he's
I
bad?
don't know, man. I don't know. He's some kind of weird guy who likes arches. What the fuck?
The father of arches?
Yeah, I don't know. What would you know about him?
I don't know anything. I know you were maybe it's related to Istar because you were speaking Istarian, but I don't know. I'll have to ask when we get to town.
Just go. The Cedric doesn't know anything about these people or
Make a
Is,
history check at disadvantage as well as Lorandir.
Sure.
Because you do remember a
too.
little bit of Istar history. You know about the Cataclysm. We already established that, but this is more like to see if the Archfather makes sense for you.
10 at disadvantage. Nothing.
Yeah. It just sounds like, it sounds like a title, that's for sure. Some kind of, something. But could be a nickname, it could be, I'm sure.
Could be, yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about the guy.
No, I got a 10.
How much? How much again? Sorry? What did you get in the end?
10. It was with
Yeah, same,
disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that he's a really weird guy with some fancy title, and he probably came from Mista. I know that the gods destroyed it because they were super tech. They had magic, super advanced. But they didn't like the gods though. They didn't really they hated the gods. That's why they got taken out.
So maybe
Oh.
you shouldn't be praying to them, or I don't know what you were doing. You were chanting.
But dude, I was a fucking sleep. I can't control what I say in my sleep.
Okay, so next time it's okay if I slap you awake. Or-
No,
I mean,
you could just stick something in my mouth.
okay.
Pause.
Oh,
Do you have? That's a deal. I will do it just for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
cool.
Wow.
Keep riding. The rest of you inside the car.
are you tired? Do you want to take a nap or no?
Oh no.
Oh, now you mention it. Oh, I fall in his lap.
While those
Like,
two are
we'll
having
make a
their
perception check.
I guess it would be my passive, wouldn't it? Which is not really
I guess
super
you
high.
don't,
It's
don't
like
see
it's
out of
10.
the
It's a
sudden,
10.
La Cedric face drops in the scratch from behind. It's like, what? Yeah.
My also, I mean, I have a +0 to insight, so I just kind of don't read into it at all.
Must be some kind of new magic I don't know about. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe. I'm probably engrossed in my book still because I'm still trying to get through and understand what else can be done.
Okay.
I've obviously established certain things, but I'll just say that's why I don't recognize it because I'm kind of just
Cool.
having a brain block. Yeah.
All right. You can make another investigation check if you keep reading the book to see if you get anything more. Because you got really low before, so you didn't.
I
Really
would,
you got the
but
basics.
I don't know. So I'll say this because I think it's the case of it's a case of this book tells me certain ways to do it, but obviously my understanding of the situation as Zachariel is that I understand there's some conditions that need to be met, but will the book I have give me those answers? I don't know if it would, right?
It's a huge book, so it wouldn't tell you exactly for La Cedric himself, but it will give you ideas, you know?
I guess I'll just look some ideas of what possibly are types of conditions that need to be met. I might not know the exact details, but yeah, I'll give it a go, and if I get something, we'll see.
Okay. As you kind of...
But I'm just doing it
go
out of
ahead.
pure desperation.
Mhm.
Yeah. Here we go.
So,
16.
okay, that's much better. So, you see an example of a curse. Okay, the curse is called Final Breath. It explains a deity's favorite servant lies dying and calls down divine wrath. The pronouncement is that the dying creature declares to the killer, "May your mind grow dim in battle until the sun sets forever." The burden, the character is not very good at attacking anymore, and his moves and weapons are kind of like somehow affected by confusion. And the resolution to leave the curse, this person who is telling you the story of the book, the example, must cause a symbolic setting of the sun to empowered by the night to slay the creature's deity. So what he needs to do, he needs to go to a festival of the sun and perform a ritual there, and by doing that he will end the curse by redeeming himself. So based on things like that, you get the pronouncement of the curse of La Cedric. There is no pronouncement because it's the book. The burden is, you're unsure what the burden is for him at this point, and you gather that the resolution based on things like that could be some kind of remove curse performed in a place significant for what has happened. So you could potentially guess it could be the library maybe, but there might be more conditions. So it could be things like could be done in the place where it was taken, it could be at the same time that it was taken, it could be on the same weather outside that it was taken, things like that could affect it. So just based on all that.
There's a lot of conditions. Festival of the Sun, Final Breath.
Don't you ever
So-
get tired of reading that same book?
That no, it's no, I enjoy reading. So Dian, you said something. So pronunciation, burden plus burden equals resolution.
So there is
basically what we're
three
saying.
parts of the curse. There is pronouncement, burden, and resolution. So the resolution is what to do to
Okay.
break it. The burden is what the bad thing that it happens because the curse, and the pronouncement is how it happened. In your case, there is no. In the case of La Cedric, there is no pronouncement. The pronouncement is to actually have the book and attune to the book.
Okay, so how it happened, what happens basically.
Yeah.
And then
The resolution
Resolution
is,
is
how to
what,
end,
sorry?
how to end the curse. You know, what things that
How
need
to
to be
end
done
it.
to end it.
Okay. Time and place. Condition. Environment. Maybe is a better word for that. Okay. No, I enjoy reading. I mean, I'd just say that's how I'm so smart.
I guess. You know, I can't be the only one that's upset that Cedric even tried to be friends with Walter.
You
Captain
are there to
Walter.
La Cedric, actually. I mean, not La Cedric, Thessalia,
Um,
actually. Thessalia, Zacriel, and Oliver. You have three of you are together in the carriage.
Yeah. So look, I what the Cedric did. I guess. Look, I don't think it's about him being friends with him. I don't think it's. It seems like, I guess, off the face of it, a friendly gesture if you were someone who didn't know these two, but we know what the context is here. He's being an asshole to every single one of us, but I kind of understand a bit of. It's not a lot about liking your father. It's not
It's-
about being friends with your father.
Even from a strategic point of view, I can tell you that we are all just going to get burned if we get close to him.
I don't think it's about. We don't necessarily need to get close to him, but also there may be advantages to having close, because there's obviously. There's still the mystery surrounding what happened with your brother. And
There's
him.
no mystery. Come on, there's no mystery about it. He went back to the Shadow Queen. We know that he worked for her. I saw him in that camp. Come on.
But look,
Please just trust me on this. We're going to get hurt if we get close to him.
oh, I trust you more than him. Let's get that correct. But see, it's not about being friends. It's about keeping an eye.
Oh, don't feed me that whole keeping your enemies close and your friends closer bullshit. Tess, come on. I know you hate him. Probably even more than I do.
Well, I think hate is a strong word. I don't
Tess.
like him. I think he's an awful person. But I think maybe the reason the Cedric said that was a bit more simple. I mean, he just lost his dad, and
Oh, so what?
Walter
He's gonna
just
replace
lost
his dad with my
his-
dad?
no, maybe he felt bad that, your dad lost his other son. Maybe it was that. I don't know. Just a thought.
So what? Listen, I'm not trying to let my personal feelings get in the way, but it's just I feel like I'm the only one that's seeing this straight. Like,
Look, if it helps, Ollie, if it helps, have that skepticism. We need that around him.
Sorry.
So I will hear everything you're saying. I hear everything you're saying, and I will continue to, because I trust your word over him any day of the week.
alright. I guess I'm also just
You know him best.
maybe okay, fine, but please don't tell them this. But I'm also just kind of upset seeing Cedric being closer to him than I was. It's rough, especially after last night. I felt like I was finally free from it, and then just to see.
Ollie, look, you're talking about not being emotional about this, but he's not trying to get close. I don't believe that's not what's happening, really. We're always coming back to this emotional place.
You know what? You're probably right. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, and I'm sorry. You know what? You're right. Let's forget about it. It's just gonna be hard for me. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, and you know what? Totally justified. He's your dad.
That was.
He's giving you some fucking shit to live with. But the thing is, you have your own identity out with him.
As what? A silver runner?
Damn fucking
I'm not-
straight.
I think Silver Runner is better than whatever Captain Walter is.
A golden
You know-
mane sounds like a mighty lion, but he's just a little mouse.
You know, silver runner is just. It's a name I made for myself to.
Then own that shit. That is yours. That is your identity, not his.
Easier said than done, but you know what? I'm gonna strive to do it one day at a time, and maybe I will make something of this name.
Or you need to walk before you can run.
Yeah. Next
Mr.
thing,
Silverrunner.
Zacril, can you do me one favor, just for one more conversation? Can you just close your
Of course.
ears? Close your ears. Please.
I just absorbed myself back into the book, shall I?
With your ears closed.
I
I'll turn the
I-
pages for you. I'm begging you.
what you want me to do? How do you just? I don't want to sit like this.
I'll
the
put
entire
my
time.
I'll put my hands over Zacril's ears, and I'm gonna look at Tess and say, Tess, about last night. Can we? Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I was just excited, and it was because I said some things to Captain Walter.
I can still kind of hear a little bit.
I'll clap his ears.
Oh, fuck!
All I'm saying is, I'm sorry if I was a little weird last night. I felt just cocky, and I got excited, and I did something dumb. It was just a joke.
Honestly, it was weird, but don't worry about it. I mean, weirder things have happened after with, yeah.
With what?
Wait, out of game. Does he know what happened with LeCedric?
Yeah. No.
Oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Something happened between me and Cedric, but don't worry about it.
Was it?
No.
Can you please tell me? Because now that
You figured out that there is a connection, right? That we already.
I know that I know that you guys went off to pray later that night. Can you just be honest with me? Because now I'm gonna have so many more thoughts in my head if you just don't tell me what happened.
I
kissed him.
I don't think it's for me to.
As he's getting nervous, he's like tugging on Zachriel's like hairs.
Can she just show him the symbol cracked?
Yeah. As you do, you see that holy symbol, like with a kind of like a minotaur kind of bull, and it's all tarnished and cracked like across, like.
Not my place to say, but I think LeCedric might be cursed.
I'll take my hands off Zachriel's ears and I'm so sorry. I know how much that means to you. Maybe we could get it fixed when we get back to Vogler.
Kalaman.
Vogler?
He means Kalaman.
Kalaman?
There you go.
Sorry, homesick.
Yeah.
But we'll get it fixed.
Yeah, but honestly, don't worry about last night. We can just pretend it never happened.
I go to the other end of the
Just
cart.
between us.
I'm
No
just
one
gonna
has.
crawl to the
She
other
does
side
stare.
awkwardly across to the other side of the car.
They don't know we're listening, the Cedric.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, la Cedric and Lorandin out of the sudden from the window kind of like scares
Pulled
away
it in the
Zachiel,
side
kind
and
of, yeah, between the three of you, like poof, the two of you just capes.
I mean, yeah, we'll just pretend it never happened.
Can I insight check him?
I mean, I'll remember because I did kind of hear all of it, but...
I'm gonna rip your hair out again. No, I'm kidding. You're already away.
Everything.
Oh shit. Your insight
Sorry, I
check.
accidentally closed.
No,
I
no
cannot
worries.
insight check right now.
In the meantime, Oliver, while as you say, we'll pretend it never happens, when you say it in your mind, Thessalia saying it, you hear her for a second in a different voice. More like a sexy voice. That yes, we'll pretend it never happened. And you recognize this voice being Takisi's voice.
I'm just really quick. I'm gonna use one of the group inspirations, and I'm private rolling those. Oliver's gonna shake his head and even though he hears the voice, even for a split second in his eyes, he didn't see Tess. He saw Takeshis there, like from when he saw her back at the bar that night. And he'll rub his eyes even and look back at Tess and say, "Oh man,
What's the matter, Ollie?
oh god, it's even worse. It's a female Tess looking like
and
Cedric."
that's 17. Is he telling the truth? Are you telling the truth based on what you were saying? That you're gonna forget about it?
Yeah, Oliver is gonna forget about it.
Okay.
Doesn't look hurt at all. Very happy.
All right. The three of you who are in the front now, awkwardly squishing, notice as you are at this point
Sorry,
already
coming through.
arriving to Kalaman. It's already 4 o'clock in the evening, roughly, as you've been traveling at fast pace for 6 hours, successfully finding every way and every track. And you notice on the distance, sorry, 1 second, that on the gate of Kalaman, as you're gonna enter the city, there is a crowd of the mills on the gates ahead, and you see dozens of commoners murmuring and exciting, looking past the closed portcullis of the city. You see a guard saying, "There is nothing to see. Please move along, move along." And you are kind of slowed down as you're gonna enter the city. The portcullis is open for you, and you hear murmuring, and the people, the crowd, seem to be quite excited and kind of like looking, kind of like something has happened, you know. And the guard says,
Hey, you, what
Divine
happened?"
Vanguard, you're back.
Well, what was happening? Why
Oh,
were they
around an
distracted?
hour ago, a retinue of Knights of Solamnia, well, like some of, there is not many here, only Kajol and her people are, a few of them are here, and I think it's Captain Kenrick, Commander Kenrick, I believe, as well. But anyway, these ones were different. They were Knights of Solamnia that entered the city, headed to Kalaman, he says.
Okay,
Well,
that's,
And you
Where
know,
did
that-
they
usually
say
people
they
don't
came
get-
from?
say it again.
What just happened?
Where did they? So see when they entered, where did they say they came from?
Oh, it was like
Where did they go?
It was like an hour ago. They went inside the castle.
No,
They-
when? Where?
Oh.
Where did they come from?
Oh, I guess from Solamnia, you know, right? Isn't that where all the Knights of Solamnia come from? Solamnia? I believe they said they were from Solamnia, yes.
Yeah.
They were coming to... There was a man leading the charge. He was a very charming knight called Karadok, and he had a message for the governor.
I don't know.
Is that Covenant Joe?
Sorry?
Can I recognize the name? What the like? Where is it from? Does it sound draconic? Does it sound? What does it sound like?
Okay, 1 second. With the name
got
Karadok,
excited first.
doesn't sound like anything to you. It sounds, you don't need to make a check. It sounds like a human name,
Oh.
but you are unsure. He will say, well, there were like at least a dozen of heavy armor Solamnian knights, like something out of a story, he says.
Would Oliver recognize the name Karavak?
Karadok.
Karadok. Sorry.
Okay, you know what? Because you were a knight, actually, Thessalia, were you a knight of Solamnia at any point? I don't think so, right? You just,
No.
your brother helped you a little bit to train, but yeah. But you were a knight of Solamnia, Oliver, even though on the special forces. Go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, baby, 24.
Oh, okay. 1 second. 24. You needed an 18. You recall this name. It's obviously a coincidence, but Karadok was the name of an obscure knight of the Order of the Rose who died during the Cataclysm. He's like a well-known dark knight. Let's call it obscure.
And
That was like 1,000 years ago, or how long?
That's
and
was
there's-
it?
300 years ago it would have been if he was around.
Yeah.
350.
and they're saying he's here in town.
Well, it could
No,
be the
somebody
same
that's has
name.
his
Yeah,
name.
it could be the same name. Yeah,
Oh.
it's not like.
Could be like the family name, yeah.
Oliver's
I
gonna
mean,
look a
Karadok
little
is a name
bewildered at
itself.
first.
It's that first name.
Oh, it's the first name. Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. Oliver will look a little bewildered at first, but say, that's to have that name. That's a great honor, I guess. But
I mean, he was a Dark Knight, so I don't think it's an honor. It's a bit weird.
but to be named after a really renowned knight of Solamnia, still, We need to hurry and go meet with this.
Well, we have to like report to the
We have to
mayor. or
report, yeah.
whatever.
But they went to the governor too, so are we going in the
well,
same place?
Oh.
sure. We'll see them there then.
Perfect.
All of
let's
you
get on
make
the
a
way then.
perception check if you want, as well as you hear like a villagers talking, kind of murmuring and whispering around as you kind of getting close. They're all trying to get involved on the conversation.
Natural 20
Oh,
for me.
nice. Okay. So let's say anyone else higher than a 22, perception 22, Thessalia as well, but you got a natural 20. So let's say only you, La Cedric, hear from one of the people who is actually talking on the crowd. One of the commoners says that it was funny. One of the knight's armors, all of them were kind of like tarnished and blackened, like the old stories. But I'm sure it doesn't mean anything.
Fuck, you think it was the lightning last night that's done it? I've raised evil
And
knights of
the Knights
Solamnia.
of the Rose, actually, you will know, Oliver, as well as you, Thessalia. There is 3 types of Solamnia Knights. There is the Knights of the Rose, the Knights of the Sword, and the Knights of the Crown. And Oliver, you were part of the Knights of the Sword, I believe, right?
Knights of Rose, I believe.
Or
That's
the
the one
Rose,
that
yeah?
worships Bahamut.
Yeah, I can't remember
That's
now.
Paladin.
Yeah.
I was a knight of. I have it written down here. I promise. I'll look it up.
You
here
were
in
a
minute.
squire
Yeah,
of
sure.
the
It's not a
No,
bit,
no,
it doesn't
no.
really matter, but
It's-
just you know about the 3 types of knights, you know, and the Knights of the Rose are the
Cisco.
least popular. Go ahead, La Cedric. They are the least popular
I
of the
was gonna say-
Solanian knights.
How many Knights of Solamnia came in? You said half a dozen?
Let me just make sure. I think I said a dozen, but let me just make sure.
Oh, a dozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple. Okay, here. Yeah. Yeah, at least a dozen. Yeah. Retinue.
No, because there was like... I was just thinking of how many times the thunder struck last night in the rain. I'm
Ooh,
thinking,
okay.
can I do like an insight check to see if there's a connection with that?
Sure.
Like this black tarnished fucking armor. My society is black and tarnished.
Okay. Go ahead.
What do I do? Like
Make a
religion check or history check?
Make an insight or history or religion, maybe if you want. It depends. It'll tell you different connections. But
19.
okay. With a history
History.
19, you will have heard stories of Knights of the Rose. Lots of them kind of, their kind of tarnish is more like a Charred. There is legends and myths that lots of Knights of the Rose kind of ally with a Dark Lord and kind of like ended up being burned alive within a tower, hundreds of them, and that's why Dargar Keep is actually cursed, the area where you've been really close by. So the tarnishing could be Charred, but it doesn't feel like a connection. You don't think this book
Okay.
is connected to
Coincidence,
Knights of
basically.
Solamnia or things like that. This sounds more like it's the opposite of that, pretty much, you know.
Sure. Okay.
But the guard opens the gate. All right, go ahead. And they kind of like let you pass. The predisposition of the town is quite lively still. It's around, like I said, 4 o'clock. So lots of people are doing different things all around, you know, like people are getting on to their duties and stuff like that. But you see still a lot of interest on the these nights, and there is rumors all going around as you continue in your carriage towards the castle. You can have a little moment here if you want.
By the way, Cisco, it was Knights of the Rose.
Otherwise, if no one wants to do anything, we'll continue.
Yeah, let's continue.
Cool.
No, let's go. Deliver
right.
our message.
As you kind of get closer and closer, you notice that the gates of Calamant. One second. Yeah, you kind of like record as you keep going. 1 second. You enter the Castle Calamant. The gates are open, and you realize that the Castle Calamant's courtyard is also very largely deserted. That at this time, I guess a lot of the soldiers left, still out of battle and stuff like that. But you notice that as most of the city defenders remain with the troops west of the city, that you see near the covered cloisters leading to the council's conference rooms, kind of on the gates of the castle, there is 4 of a few heavy armor knights of Solamnia on horseback, almost kind of like one of them is holding a rose emblem there, and they are kind of blocking the entrance into the castle inner place, literally, like keeping guard.
Hi, we're here to see the governor to give our report of our mission we just finished for the Divine Vanguard.
Yeah. As you kind of speak to these 4 few soldiers, let's say, there is no reply. You see they stare at you. They have like metal armors, kind of like you spot 2 on the very front, and then it seems to be another 2 a bit further away, kind of. They just ignore you and kind of stand there with their weapons.
I guess they're like royal guard, right? So
Could I step forward? I'll flash my symbol of the Knights of the Rose. He said we're trying to get by. We're the Divine Vanguard, chosen ones. We're here to see the mayor.
Make a persuasion check. With Lacedric's help, make it an advantage, because the 2 of you are.
Oof. I'll take it. 22.
With a 22, one of them looks towards you, gets a little bit closer, and he shakes his head. But he doesn't speak still. On a knowing kind of.
What are you shaking your head for? Could I try to push past him?
Yeah. The rest of you actually, who has a 16 higher than 16 passive perception? Just quickly
I
before
do.
that. You, Thessalia,
I
who
got
else?
17.
17. Anyone else?
Lauren, you're
Cool.
17, yeah.
Alrighty, so the
No.
2 of you, actually, the rest of you know, right? Okay. The 2 of you notice that the knight's armors are covered in spots of ash and rust, and is very old. And then you see Oliver.
Did you
kind of-
find this somewhere and you just put it in? Who are you? Show your face.
They keep with their helms. They have like a.
Wait, are you infiltrating the castle and you are like dragon?
One of you looks
Army.
open his helm, and you see like he's a human, very pale and kind of like malnourished looking, and he just extends his hand towards you, Oliver, and tries to stop you as you're trying to push past them. The gate is actually closed behind them, and you notice that 2 from the behind that were there just kind of like make signs, and you hear like the door being locked from the inside, the main portcullis.
Cisco,
Yeah,
can I do a divine sense?
sure. As you activate your divine sense, looking for. Remind me which things it detests again. 1 second.
Celestial, fae, fiend, and undead.
Okay, the stench of undead is so strong here. These 4
Oh.
guards are undead big time.
Guys, maybe we should just leave it for now. Come back later.
Are you fucking
What?
kidding? Look
Oliver?
at this guy.
Oliver, let's leave it for now. Yeah? Come back later, maybe. Huh? Sound like a good idea, right? Huh?
Is there something
Huh?
wrong with your neck?
Yes, let's go. For fuck's sake. Sorry, gentlemen. As you were.
One of them not.
Fucking put hands on me next time. Mm.
Oh, okay, guys.
I'll follow Cedric.
Those guys are undead. Alright? Those guys, they're undead. They're dead. They're walking around dead.
Undead.
Are you
Dead,
saying
dead,
that to
dead.
us? Oh
Yes.
shit.
So
But
So they're
they're
not
meeting with the mayor.
we
They-
need to make
you
sure
won't-
she's
Yeah, you won't be able to get to the
alive.
castle, at this point. They are blocking the only entrance to the castle.
Is there any scaffolding or
let's-
buildings next to the keep that I can climb up?
Let me actually show you, because I've never actually done this, but I found a picture of the castle, actually, that you can see. It's not the
Oh,
best, it's a bit
shit.
basic, but that way you can see
Okay.
how impossible what you're saying is. One second. Let me make it a bit bigger, because this is how the city actually looks like. Okay, so let me just put it here. Bam!
Oh.
Okay, so this is actually the castle. Let me just...
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where we
shit.
just were.
So you see, this is the city itself. So the whole
No.
city is pretty much built around the castle. You know what I mean?
Around this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's very much
Yeah.
like a city from the Lord of the Rings, a little bit, kind of. You know, you see it's all kind of growing to it. You know, so at this point, you guys are here, there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You enter that, and you are actually here on this courtyard here in the inner courtyard.
Okay,
So
so we
then-
made it through.
Yeah, so
this-
look how big
sure.
the walls and things are. It's not like something is easy.
And they're sheer as well. There's
Yeah, there's
no
no
grip.
way I'm
The thing
gonna
is,
be able
So
we
it's
need to
through
get this
them,
message
pretty
to the governor.
Go ahead. So sorry, say it again, Zachary.
We need to get a message to them.
We need to kill these guys. They're undead. They're probably.
we could take them.
Yeah.
That's just fucking 12 Knights of Solemnity that are dead. Alright,
Okay,
and
but
they're
there are only
walking-
4 there, so it's only 4. We killed
Okay,
them.
let's,
Oh,
okay, let's
Before
say
the other-
Hosek,
Listen.
Lauren, dear, we are actually getting ahead of ourselves. I see where you're going with this, Cedric. We can't do a 5-man siege against a castle.
What?
it's not even that.
6.
What if
I'm sorry,
people-
6, Theo. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
if-
out of game. What does turn undead do?
It makes them scared of you unless you've got a challenge
minute.
rating.
They make a wisdom
Yeah.
save. If you are high level enough, it destroys them up high level. You still don't have that. On your case, you could turn them, so they will have to go away from you as far as they can, and they won't be able to. If you attack them, then it breaks it, but they'll have to run from you. You know. So in this case,
And
if
how
you
many
If they
were,
fail.
if they
How
fail.
who does it affect? Is it the radius or number?
I think it's
or-
30 feet
radius.
radius. I
30
believe.
feet, 30
Whoever's,
radius.
whoever, however
I
many
mean-
are in that radius, that's 30 feet.
Oh,
From
okay.
Neil, remembering Lilith kind of like thing. I think it's 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank
And
you.
it's
Sorry.
unlimited creatures.
We're
I think any number of creatures
Yeah.
you can see.
Okay.
What is it? Is it a minute or 10 minutes though?
I think it's a minute.
1 minute.
A minute.
I think.
I mean, but even that, like, forget that and breaking in. People here that we've just attacked Knights of Solemnia, we're fucked.
What do you mean? People don't like these ones.
We were just
Maybe-
hype about them turning up, dude. What the fuck are you
They're undead. They died like 300 years ago.
And now they've been risen to defend the fucking castle for all they know.
Lauren, dear,
We don't even know why or who these people brought them here. We don't know why they're here.
It pains me to agree with him, but he's not wrong. If we attack them, everyone's gonna hear that we attacked Knights of Solemnia.
But they're not Knights of Solemnia.
They're
undead.
undead.
But do the townspeople know that? We know
It
Okay,
doesn't
but-
matter.
If we wait, the mayor might end up dead if she isn't already.
Would I?
Why don't I give you a map actually, just to keep it simple?
Yes.
Not that I have
So-
one prepared or anything like that at all.
I just want to say, is there any, as you're bringing the map up, just if I can, I'm just going to fill out, could I like see if I can fill out, sense it, and see if I can send a message to someone that's not these guys?
I mean, the only undead we have seen are undead on the other side.
But is there like I don't know is it just around there? They said there was only a dozen of them. Is there any
I mean,
living
the
thing
dozen are
within?
inside. There is 4 here left. Whatever are inside. You've been told that they have a message for the governor. So the other 8 are probably talking to the governor and the council. You have heard something like that. So them being here protecting the entrance means that it's bad. You need to get the fuck in. I would think out of game. If I was you as a player, I would be trying to get the fuck in, like Julia is saying. But up to you.
Alrighty, so
You do you.
look, if we're going to do this,
So
I
we're
think
still on the carriage, right? We're still on the carriage.
You
yeah,
are on.
we pretended to turn around, haven't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The
nice.
carriage
Okay,
will
fuck
be
it. We
left on the
charge the gate
courtyard.
then, the carriage.
The carriage will be left
Wait.
on the courtyard, and you guys will be getting close. Now I imagine you just walk back, But the
I will say this,
portcullis
I will
is
say this.
metal. You will kill the horses if you try to do that. If that's what you think.
I will say this. If we're going in, we form around Thessalia.
Okay.
And we go in like a spiritual battering ram.
Okay.
You and me
Sure.
up front.
Mhm.
There's the shooters in the back.
Sure.
Holy, stop fucking around!
Or they just making pew pew noises
I
with his
will
gun.
give
Yeah.
you 1 token because I'm
What-
aware
what
the
happened?
map is
So
blank.
Oliver goes first.
Yeah,
And we'll
Oliver's
wait.
leading the charge in the vanguard.
What happened?
I'll put you there.
Yeah.
You're
first.
gonna go
Militia.
in.
Oh baby.
So
I
that's
will
what you
see.
will be. I don't know if by putting Thes there makes a difference. I'm just gonna clear this map lightning, so don't meet again, please.
Okay.
So this is a big map.
Yeah. Okay.
Ollie, for your
Fine.
sake, I was saying we're gonna go in like a spiritual battering ram. I think me and Cedric should be up front and the shooters in the back as we push through. Because you're telling me, Thessalia, that you don't have a long time limit on this thing, correct?
Yeah. So place
we-
yourselves
are we-
around
Yes.
Thessalia. Your carriage will be on this area here. That's kind of the where you came. That's the other part of the courtyard, and there is other buildings and things around. And you see.
Are you guys trying to tell me we're
Even
gonna
though you see
the
those guards looking a bit weird, they all don't happen to have white hair. They still look as guards. You don't see those figures as they appear in the map. I'm sorry for that. There was no. That's how they appear. I don't know why. But yeah, they are knights on armor.
So I'm saying we form a circle around Thessalia.
Are we actually going to siege this castle?
Yes, we are.
Adley, fuck it up!
I just
I know you finally agreed with me for the first time ever, but now I'm just retconning what I just said, okay?
we're gonna die.
Charge!
Oh god!
Okay.
We don't need to charge. We need to just shoot these guys.
As
Oh, yeah,
you
surge!
as you start taking any hostile actions, why don't we roll initiative? We'll do
Yes.
one round, and then we'll finish there. If that's okay with everyone.
Alrighty.
So give me 1 second. Don't roll yet. Let me clear the
Oh, yeah, it's
initiative to
late.
make sure it's all removed.
Yes.
Okay, and now you can roll
So,
whenever
wait.
you're ready. Mhm.
Wait.
And you haven't done
Am I
anything
supposed
yet.
to use turn? Am I supposed to use turn on these 4 or the dozen inside that room?
Maybe
What do you
hold.
assume? Hold on.
Oh, do we know if they're undead? Because the guys that have gone inside obviously
Oh, yeah, we
talking,
don't.
right? So maybe just burn it on these guys? I don't know.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get through this barrier first, so I think.
I
so,
believe
maybe.
you have 2 uses of channel divinity anyway, no? Or
No,
only
level
one?
6. You get.
Oh, really?
Well,
Oh, no,
still,
level
just
6.
once a
Okay,
day.
okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, that
Uh,
sucks.
Did we use the second inspiration, by the way?
No.
It's just one left, yeah.
Dibs.
Oh,
Can't call dibs.
I'm gonna use the last one. Damn it!
Oh.
Initiative. Let's go. Boom. 9. Shit.
Twinsies.
That was a
Oh well,
12.
it makes sense.
Exactly.
wow. Okay, they all going on the same time.
With plus
Cool.
8, I got 12.
Oh, the shooters go first. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Mm.
first in the this is a loose initiative because there is no action being taken. So let's go one by one. Let me just change the music. As you are all together there, what do you guys like to do? Lorandir, the spotlight goes to you first.
I'm going to move down here. And then I'm going to shoot them. Shoot this guy.
Okay. Which one? Sorry, point
Which-
him again. Again. To me.
The one by the door on the
Okay.
right.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And Paladorn will give me advantage.
Ooh,
Yay!
nice.
Tell me. And I'll do a sharpshooter shot. Hopefully it will work.
Okay.
So sharpshooter. And I guess I'll Hunter's Mark him first.
Okay. Perfect.
And let's see. 1d6. And advantage.
Nice.
Ooh, 18.
18. Oh. Yeah, definitely hits.
Oh,
Actually, let
yay.
me make sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
25 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Any
it didn't do- wait.
specific force? Yeah.
It didn't do 1d6. Let me
Okay.
just do the force.
All right.
6 for the. Oh, that's fine. So it's 14%. Well, not 24%.
Okay. And the might.
1 radiant, 1 necrotic. And then Theo will give me an extra. Oh, that's not. No, that's not it. It's this one. Oh, well, plus 2. To cold.
Cold. Okay.
So 24%,
All right.
1 radiant.
So the piercing
One
is half. The necrotic is half. The radiant is normal, and the cold is normal.
Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15 total.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Whoa, he kind of like makes a sound. So now you guess that his voice sounds very raspy and kind of like otherworldly, and that's probably why they are not speaking. You think to yourself. And they all, as you
Okay.
hit him now, their weapons are ready, and you see they kind of pull out some little rusty long sword that scrapes their sheath as they come out.
Oh.
And the second shot will be I'll
Same
do
one, yeah?
normal.
Cool.
Yeah. Just a normal shot.
Just a question. The Knights of Salamnia,
18.
they're the guys that worship Kirijolif, right?
Said, yeah, the Knights of Salamnia's deity is meant to be Kirijoli. Yeah, the worshippers. Is their patron. They don't necessarily worship you, but it's their patron, yeah.
Sure.
18 also
So-
hits. Nice. So 5
So it's
piercing,
40.
6.
So 8 total.
8 total. Okay, amazing. Yeah. As you hit him twice on the second blow, this creature is starting to look more wounded, almost bloodied now. Bloodied, I will say. Cool.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. After your turn, Oliver, you are next. As you see Lorandir hitting this creature, and this creature not seem to be reacting too much to it, to the pain itself, but he's got the arrow stuck on him twice, 2 arrows. So go ahead. What would you like to do?
Gotcha. The door right here. How tall? Is it just a door and then
It's a portcullis.
like a high wall above
It's
it?
like a portcullis. It's just like that, so there is no, you can, it's just the map is like that, just to keep it, I think, not to block it, but, it's blocked there, so this is the roof of it, that little tiny bit there, so. And then
So I wouldn't be able to climb
yeah.
climb on top of it.
I mean, it's a castle
Gotcha.
designed to, for that, so.
No, I gotcha. I will.
You could try to go through here. You will have to climb these two creatures a little bit higher. They seem to be looking back towards some kind of weaponry that are there. So you could actually potentially climb the wall here that is 20 feet up and try to somehow maybe get yourself in through that creature that is blocking the window. Those are windows.
Gotcha. So I will
20 feet up.
bonus action click my shoes together.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I've got 30 feet left.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I could grab onto to try to do a couple flips and pull myself up to
This
up to
will
here, where he
be just because this is a castle that is built to avoid that. I will say it's gonna have to be athletics, pure athletics. I know it's not your forte. I'm sorry for that, but it is
No, that's
designed to
perfectly
not
fine.
have bits like this easy to do from.
Gotcha.
So there's no elevated tiles or anything like that. It's just a sheer wall that you're encrusting your fingers into and keeping your muscles.
12?
I will say that the CC is gonna be. You know what? Give me 1 second. Let's do something. Okay. So the DC is 15. I rolled. I said if I roll lower than 15, I'm gonna lower the DC. But I actually roll a 15. Was the DC that I had in mind. That is medium. It's hard for a normal person. That is not a hero. For you, it's easy.
Gotcha. So
This will be part of your movement. You use your movement and your interaction. If you want to use your action
Gotcha.
to try to do it again, that's okay.
no, that's fine. I actually have an idea for next time I'll do it. I will just as I'm trying to clamber up the wall, I'll
Mhm.
pop a shot at the one with 2 arrows in them.
Okay, perfect.
And 23.
Sure. You have movement left still, right? If you move yourself just here, that will make it better. Just because his friend is not gonna duck. You know what I mean? So you need to shoot through his friend to get to the one that is more wounded. So if you put yourself here, you will have a clearer shot. Not that it matters, and there won't be no opportunity attack or anything. Otherwise, you'll have -2 to your roll. That it will still hit anyway. So either way.
I was gonna say I'll stick with the. He could have the +2.
Sure. Still hits anyway. So go ahead, roll damage as you shoot him.
19 damage.
Okay, so that is some piercing there. Alright.
Yeah, 10 piercing.
So piercing will be half to 5. The sneak attack is the damage of the piercing, or is a sneak attack is its own damage?
No, sneak attack is whatever the base
Weapon.
damage is.
The weapon is. So then
So
it
if
will be 8. Yeah. Then. Unfortunately.
Shit.
But
Doesn't
And
matter
you
that
will-
it's magical.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it just seems to be resistant to all types, magical and non-magical. Sorry about that.
Gotcha. Then I will. Do I have at least 5 feet of movement left or something like that?
I mean, you had movement, so you haven't really wasted. You use half of your movement to try to go up, so you still got 10 feet if you want, because you had 20 left, right?
Okay, 5, 10.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna try and hide behind this wall.
Yeah, you got a little bit of cover, just from some of the guys from these ones here, definitely you have cover from that one here, and from this one a tiny bit, but he come up. Anyway, done, yeah? Cool. Because you use your bonus action already, so you cannot hide as per height. Okay, cool. After you, these creatures, as you hit them with a weapon, as you hit this one a few times already, you can see that their illusion kind of evaporates, and behind the armor, as it's open now, it transforms into a skeletal knife, and then at that point, all of them do as well, revealing their true form. The screech kind of from the top there, and now they will all take the turn. So there's gonna be 2 attacks from each coming your way. And the ones on the tower will use the weapon from the castle itself. This one here will move back and kind of grab the ballista kind of thing, and he's gonna go ahead and try to shoot with the ballista on your direction. Zachriel.
Oh, great.
That's a good target to hit. I like
6.
It's not me.
1 second, so that's 15 to hit.
Misses.
Oh, nice. And then second attack. That's 2 to my roll. Okay, that is a natural 20.
Fuck.
Sorry, 4.
For my fucking
If I Chronal Surge!
26
Reroll,
points of
motherfucker!
piercing damage as the bolt kind of pierces through you.
Chronal Surge. Reroll.
Oh, amazing. So that will be 11
shot.
then.
Oh, great.
Yeah, good. It misses you then. Cool. After that one, then we move to this other one on the top. He will do the same and also shoot with the ballista. 2 shots at you. Let me see. Duel, 1 shot at, actually 2 shots at you, Randy. You fucking hurt his friend very much. So they are very angry with you. And Oliver seems to be hidden partially. So he's gonna try to shoot you. First attack. 15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay, and then second attack on this time on you, Oliver. 23. You have a +2, so that will be the 21 for him. Let's keep it like that.
Still hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be 16 points of piercing damage as the ballista arrow kind of pierces through you. But that was his 2 attacks, and then these 2 here will just get close and start running. One of you will go towards here, and the other one is too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And from there, he will shoot you, Lorandir, as well. 1 time for now with this weapon. Okay, longbow. 22 to hit. Lorandir,
Yep.
for 7 piercing. Then second attack is gonna do on you, La Cedric. Okay, coming up. Alright, that will be 17 to hit.
I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
Oh, nice. Shield appears and he misses the attack. Okay, and that was 2 attacks, and then these 2 will make 2 attacks too. He was gonna make he will try with this rusty long sword try to hit you, Oliver. That's 1 attack will miss with an 8 and a 23 on the second one. So 1 miss, 1 hit for 9 slashing as this rusty long sword kind of scrapes you. Go make a con save, please. As you feel
You're about to get hepatitis.
poisoning.
16?
16 is actually enough. You are not poisoned for a round.
I'll take
Yeah.
Huh,
Okay.
great.
Cool. And I will finish these turns. That was 4 of them, right? Yeah, 2. Yeah, amazing. And now we move to you, Zachriel, as you see these undead creatures now super hostile, defending the castle with their lives. Well, with their unlives.
Yeah. Unlives.
Yeah.
Lives.
Unlives, yeah.
Right.
Amazing. Actually,
So I'm going.
I'm not sure
Mhm.
who's got higher decks, but you decide between you two who goes first between Zachriel and Laseri.
What's your dex?
My dex is 16.
Oh, +3. Rollies.
Yeah,
Rollies.
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 So cute.
6.
No, roll another 6, please.
I rolled another 6. I rolled a 6. Go again.
Ooh,
So
Okay.
Rollies.
And again.
amazing.
Rollies.
9.
Oh my god, you would get 6-9.
8.
I go first then.
After you, babe.
Cheers, boo. DM, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As a master of playing sorcerer, of course, can I quicken spell and twin spell in the same turn, or not?
I think only one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
You can do 2 separate
Unless-
spells, but not
Yeah.
on the same
Unless
spell.
Not on the same spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless the actual ability tells you so, right? That's what Jason and Martin.
Yeah,
always
like in
tells you on
power, you can
Thursday.
use with another one. Yeah.
No, that's right.
Okay, no problem. We'll go here then, and I will cast enlarge on myself and Zachriel.
Ooh. Okay, amazing.
And I'm gonna. I was told to guard Asadia, so I will go 10, 15 foot to go there. And although,
I will make your tokens large in 1 second.
do you know what? That'll be my turn.
Okay. No bonus or anything. Cool. Alrighty.
I do have a spell for bonus, but I can't cast 2 spells unless it's a
that's
cantrip, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's right.
That'll be my
Cool.
turn.
Okay, awesome. So then after that, Zachriel, you're next.
Alrighty.
Amazing.
I'm gonna see these guys in the ballista, and they've taken 2 shots at me. I see 2 versions of myself get absolutely ran through by ballista bolts.
Uh-huh.
And as this happens, I'm gonna go. Thessalia, can you get to the door? What?
She's muted.
Yes.
But it's
Yes!
locked. But
Good!
just to make it clear.
Look, in that case,
The
yeah,
podcast.
yes, no,
Okay.
yes, absolutely, that's fine. I can see. How tall are the walls again?
20 feet to get to the window. It keeps going, but that's to get to the window where the ballista shooters are.
Okay, I am going to move towards the wall,
Okay, awesome.
and I am going to Misty Step
Ooh.
up towards where the ballista is.
Okay.
And just-
So let's do something. Make
Yes.
a fate roll.
Oh, okay. Fit roll. I'm gonna say hi.
Okay.
No!
Damn it.
Slow.
Okay. It's hard for you to
Because
see
ultimately I'm just trying to scale the wall.
behind the guy. So I will allow you to miss the step, but you will have to miss the step on top of him, literally. On his
Oh,
shoulders.
that's fine. I'm happy
Yeah.
to be right next to him. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be right next to him. Yes.
So you'll be on top of him, and then you can then move from him, out of him, in whichever direction
Yes,
you
of
want.
course.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
'Cause
There's
you
an
don't see
invisible
the
wall.
behind.
I can.
Yeah. Cool.
There's an invisible wall. I can't get through.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, you can get through. Okay, sorry. I
No,
will
no,
just
it's
move
the
you
door.
through.
It's locked.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, I'll move you there. You're on
Thank you.
top of him at the moment. He kind of like
Okay.
shouts and screams. Make a dex
I just spawned
save.
into space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'll decide you where do you want to go yourself. Now you enter. You can see. there
I'll
is a
just go
double.
to the. I'm happy to be on the right hand side of him.
Okay. Just move yourself. Now you
Just
should
right
be able
next to him,
to.
like
Yeah.
just.
And
just
you
there
can
is fine.
see in the room
Um,
now where you are. There is no way out of this. It's just another. There is just stairs that go back to where you were. That leads to that door there.
17 on the deck save. 17 on the
Yeah,
deck
you're
save.
fine. You are perfectly cool.
That's. I perform this combo that I have dubbed Cleansing Rush. I'm gonna come in, spawn into space, larger than life,
Oh yeah, you are
and I am
large.
going
That's a
to.
point actually.
Yes. Oh.
Ooh, that
I'm
makes
like
a
up on the
difference.
ceiling, like.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say he's gonna push. Then as you do that, I'm gonna push him out of the way a little once I can move you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there.
No worries.
Cool.
Okay. So as I enter the
I'm big
space, I'm going to
working on
I'm going to strike my target, and with golden hour I produce my weapon is gigantic as well.
Yeah.
And I am going to carve through them. Since it's first attack, it's with advantage.
Okay. Awesome.
And we'll see if it hits first. Roll!
Yay.
Ooh, 26.
Yeah, that will definitely hit. Amazing.
And I will. So I hit him.
Mhm.
So we'll do the damage. I will be green flame blading this as well.
Okay. Perfect.
So damage wise, that's going to be 14.
14 points of damage. Slashing is also reduced to half, so 7.
That's 7. And then
Unfortunately.
fire damage is going to be 3.
Okay. As you hit it with fire damage, it seems to be making more as you are only bones and you see it takes... did you do fire damage yourself actually, Martin, earlier?
No.
No, okay.
Oops.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. So that seems to be making
Yeah.
more. So you do 6 fire
Yeah.
damage.
So it's only 3 fire damage because the 11's if it bounced off to
So
someone
double
else.
to
So-
6. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I see this and I go, oh, you're in my territory now, boy.
It's his kind of burning form seems
And
to
the
be.
room starts to become a sauna.
Yeah.
That is my turn.
Oh, actually, did you add the extra D4 for the enlarge weapon damage?
Oh, I
'Cause-
did not.
Yes, so
I
go ahead
did
and
not.
do so, please.
Ooh, I shall. I'll do it on
Yeah.
roll 20.
Come on.
While
Roll
I'm
a
here.
4 and then it's gonna be 2. No!
1!
Okay,
Aha!
1. Okay, cool. Minimum 1. Cool. It is. Every little helps. Cool,
yeah,
cool.
that's my turn.
Amazing. Very good turn. After you, Thessalia, what would you like to do? You are next. Sorry, this door is so
Okay.
annoying. I hate these fucking doors. Okay.
So
I'm gonna
that's
open it, but this
inside.
now is actually not locked anymore. The door down on the bottom is still locked, but I'm gonna open it just so it stops annoying me. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Was I meant to go to the door? Is that what Zachrio asked me to do?
I asked you if you could. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have
How's
to.
everyone else looking around?
Pretty good.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
Oliver?
Not dead.
Oh,
I'm good right now. I'm good
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
That's
like,
all he's internal
"Lie."
thinking. Ah!
Liar!
Ah!
I will try and get the door then. That's the door you meant?
hmm
Yes.
Just before you
Just for
get,
cover more than anything.
yeah,
is my
as you get
intention.
close to it, you know, as you've been here on the castle many times, there is a opening mechanism on the portcullis, but it's on the other side of it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
you cannot open it from the outside when it's locked from the inside.
I can't open the door.
But you will
Yes!
have you will know that before you make your way there, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
get there.
my intention was more so you can get
Hello?
cover from the ballista.
Yeah.
It was more for cover
Oh.
ballista. Yeah,
Got you,
yeah,
sorry.
for context.
Okay. Well, in that case, she's just gonna go here and attack this person next
Okay.
to Oliver.
Yeah, perfect.
With my weapon.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy,
Oh,
make a fate roll.
Colonel Shift.
we don't have any. Oh,
You use
There
your
you go.
reaction already? I know you get it back again. Yeah, that's the point.
I get
Yeah.
it back because it was my
Yeah.
turn.
At the end of his turn,
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
thank you.
You feel
You're
as
welcome.
you hit time rewinds. Yeah, nice.
You get like a 8-second foresight, 6-second
Yep.
foresight.
18 definitely hits, says. Nice.
Thank you for not hitting me.
For 13 points of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Yes. Notice it's doing a little less.
Doing a little less.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. And then I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Oliver.
Alright. Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Back to over half my HP.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And I guess that's it.
All right. As she heals someone, La Cedric, you that are a little bit far away, it feels kind of like it makes you kind of cringe, like it's kind of thing. It's just weird. It's just a weird feeling for a second. Yep.
Oh, no.
And on that
What
feeling,
have I become?
if you finish your turn, Thessalia, anything else from you? Coolios. All right, so I think that will be a good place to end tonight's session, even though you're in shit again. I'm sorry, I don't know
I
how
won't.
happened, but you are doing okay. They are only undead warriors. There is no more of them for sure, so don't worry, it's gonna be okay.
liar.
Amazing. Thanks to my amazing players, Zonated, Martin, Lucky, Cash, and Julia. You guys are fantastic as always. Thanks to all of you who are watching us from home, and to Tessa Presents, James Webster, and Darren Curtis on Tabletop Audio. And yeah, thank you again. And until we see you next on Tuesday or Wednesday or next Sunday, stay magical, you all. Bye bye. Take care. Good night. Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.